All right, all right. Okay, folks, it is time. It is time. It is time. I tell y'all, boy. I tell y'all. I got to show you. Better than I can tell you. But nah, folks. Hey guys. On behalf of the LDBC, this is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison, and folks, those of you that are here, I appreciate you being live, and those of you that will hear this video, let's go ahead and let's start this thing off. Kick something going here. Let's see how y'all like this. See if y'all remember this. Black, I'm proud, 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 proud. With the talented format, I'm kicking the earth like a doormat. The more All right, let's get this thing cracking, man. Y'all know what? you know, Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes. And let's cut off this. Let's cut this off. All right, God, dog. I only been talking for about 30 seconds. 12 of y'all in here. Look, man. I nah, man. The best fans are right here. See Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Ed Harris, Mary Thomas. Y'all know what it do. TC Johnson, man. Everybody need to give a shout out to TC Johnson, man. This man, he's a veteran, man. He's a veteran. He spent years protecting the country. I got a lot of respect for TC Johnson, man. Got a lot of respect for the guy. He's a good man. What's going on, man? I see y'all in here. What's going on? Smash that like button. Mary Thomas, what's going on? Mary, I've been trying to get you up on here now for about a couple of months, Mary. You keep eluding me. Keezy for Sheezy, my guy, what's going on? Stack the papers. He's in the 513, y'all. Ed Harris. Ed Harris the third. Hey, man. Angel Santos, LDBC. 20 of y'all. God, dog. Hey, man. I tell you what, boy. It's been a lot going on, y'all. It's been a lot going on. A whole lot going on. And folks, we got to talk. Okay, Mary Thomas, we try to keep a couple of females on the combat sports panel, moments, she probably is it, boy. I like getting on here with Wilders and Eric and Lavelle. But I'll tell you how to get on is easy. You can do it from your phone, okay? You can do it from your phone, and I think I updated this now to where like I can actually give out like it's like a number that you can just call in with your phone, and it's free. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, man, what's going on? My boy Keith Brown and Keith Brown MMA and boxing. What's up, man? That's my guy, man. That's Keith Brown. Just had his first amateur fight, and he actually won. Did a good job, man. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, Jacob Jennings, what's going on? All right, y'all. It's time to go ahead and get this thing. It's time to get it going, man. So at this point, Amanda Nunes, she still don't have an opponent. Okay, like Amanda Nunes, and it's crazy because in the bantamweight division, y'all, there's nobody for her to fight. Now, Amanda, just kind of complaining, well, the UFC, they doing this, and if I was blonde, they would have somebody to fight me. I'm gonna be honest. I can't roll with Amanda right now on that. Okay, I can't roll with her with that because I'm gonna be honest. There's nobody to fight. This really isn't the UFC. There is nobody. I mean, would it be cool if she could fight Tanya Evinger or somebody? Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. But I think the UFC, for the champion, they want to make some money. And I think that's what it is when it comes to Amanda Nunes. I think it is, y'all. I mean, what do you guys think? I think really it does. Yeah. Nobody calling out Amanda. TC, I'm going to be honest, man. I don't think these fighters, man, they probably don't think that. I don't think they think the money going to be good with Amanda. I mean, crazy. Crazy, man. Crazy. But Amanda Nunes going to have to wait. Isn't that funny? The champion got to wait for a fight. God, dog. Like, Amanda, I'm serious, man. Like, how the heck does the champion, like, not have a fight in line, like, and fight ready to go? This is the UFC bantamweight champion. Like, if we go down this list, You know, it's not Valentina. Valentina dropping down to 125 pounds. And I don't even think the UFC thinks that they can even, you know, make money on Nunes and Shevchenko 3. I don't think they believe that. They don't want to do it because, you know, a lot of the casuals, they said the fight was very lackluster. They said it was boring. I didn't think it was boring. Okay. I didn't think it was boring. I thought the fight, to me, I loved the fight. But see, when you talk about casuals and you talk about making money, hey man, them casuals, they ain't trying to see that fight a third time right now. They just not. That's just how it is, you know. I'm gonna be on here though. I'm gonna be on here for about an hour, y'all, and then I'm gonna go get me a smoothie. Y'all know I love them darn smoothies, man. I tear them things up. But yeah, man, I think that's the whole issue. I think that's the deal. She got no opponent, man. Zero. Like, you know what? Amanda should have just went ahead and fought Cyborg. She'd have made some money on that. Nah, she said she ain't gonna fight her though. That's Amanda. That's what she said. She said I ain't gonna fight her. That's my Brazilian sister. Yeah, you know, part of it, man. Part of it. I think Amanda in her position, I think she should have just been calling people out. Like, look, y'all don't want to fight me. Come on, next person, let's go. She should have called out Cat Zingano. That's what Amanda Nunes should have done. Okay, she should have called out Cat Zingano. She should have told Cat Zingano, look, Cat, look, okay, let's go ahead. I need to avenge this loss. Let's go, Cat. You know what? That fight would have made financial sense. I bet you the UFC probably would have booked that fight. I bet you they would have. I guarantee you they would have, because then Cat could have been talking it up. She could have been saying, yeah, you know, I already beat you. I know how to beat you. See, it's like, I don't know, Amanda Nunes, you know, the UFC, God, they boneheads. They bonehead. Like they should have hired me or one of us. They could have hired any of us to say, look, here's a matchup that fans want to see. That's the problem with these organizations, man. They really don't talk to fans. They don't understand fans, okay? They don't understand really what the hardcore, because you know, if the hardcore fans want something, guess what? The hardcore fans are going to promote to the casuals. That's what social media is all about, y'all. That's what that's what it's all about. Man. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Casual fans. The casual fans. I tell you, the casual fans and the hardcore fans, I think we are the most overlooked people in the sport of MMA. I think we are. I think honestly, if the UFC, if they listen to us, the hardcores, I think if they did, guess what? I guarantee you, man, they have a lot more things and fights that just make more sense. Like seriously. Seriously. But you know, I think Cat Zingano should have been the first choice. They got a history. The UFC can build that storyline. They can talk about, you know, show the clips of Cat beating Amanda up, because that's what Cat did. Cat beat up Amanda the first fight. I'm talking about she beat Amanda up. You know, I would have let Cat Zingano have that shot. But I bet you right now, Juliana Pena. I keep saying this. Juliana Pena was a genius. She was. Juliana Pena was a genius. Because guess what Juliana Pena did? She held out. Juliana Pena was not fighting anybody else. After she lost to Valentina, she was done. Because Juliana knew that if she lost again, she knew that a title shot would be going bye-bye. So what did Juliana Pena do, y'all? Juliana Pena, what she did, ladies and gentlemen, she held out. She ducked Marion Renault. She ducked a couple of people in the top 10. And she held out. If Juliana Pena wouldn't have got pregnant, I swear before God, it's Sunday, Juliana Pena would have had that title shot. Let me see some of my boys up here in this comment section. LDBC. All right. TC Johnson is in here. Okay, Dan Bones has made it into. Sarah Morris versus Marion Renault. That's a good fight. Jimmy J Smooth live and direct in full effect. Hey, you already know how the 832 do. That's how Jimmy J Smooth do. I'm gonna get his little thing down. I'm gonna get it down. Watch. I'm gonna get it down, and I'm gonna say it better than Jimmy. Yeah, right. Whatever. Okay, this is not the UFC fault. Nobody said it was the UFC fault, Nan. See, I think you listening to it. Nobody blamed the UFC. No, nobody did that. Nobody whatsoever said this was the UFC fault. The thing of it is, I thought that Amanda Nunes should have called Cat Zingano out. She should have went ahead and done it. Why? It just makes sense. See, man, it's crazy, man. How you can see this, I can see this. We can see what need to be happening. We can see this, but it's like a man, team Nunes, the UFC, they can't see this. Get cats in, say, look. Let's change this fight. Well, nah, in the UFC, they don't have step aside like they do in boxing. I mean, guys, it would have been great if Amanda would have just said, here, take some step aside money. Take some step aside money, Caitlin Vera. What I need to do, I need to handle this business, okay? I need to handle this business right now. I need to. Boy, I'm telling you, this thing would have been great. It would have been great. Yep, Juliana Pena. Yeah, she out. She out for a minute, man. Juliana Pena probably won't be back to the end of 2018. Probably the start of 2019, like George said. You know, Juliana Pena, she kicking herself. I know she happy to be a mom. God, dog, 5 minutes in, it's 32 of y'all in here. What's up? Smash that like button, family. Smash the like button. We getting it in today. We getting it in. Oh, and also, too, we're going to talk about some of these Jędrzejczyk fans. We're going to talk about some of them. Okay? We're going to talk about some of these Jędrzejczyk fans. And, folks, that's just how it is. Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, you feel like getting some heat going today, Jimmy J. Smooth? I mean, you feel like going in, and I'm talking about getting some heat. Some real heat. Okay? Real life heat. Yeah, but see, Cat's coming off a long layoff and 2 losses. Well, okay, then Dan, listen, Dan, I got to ask you, Dan Bones. I got to ask you. If Cat is coming off of 2 losses shot, how you going to explain Holly Holm getting her 3rd title shot? How you going to explain this? How is Dan Bones going to explain this one? How? I mean, Dan, how are we going to explain this? Okay? I give Holly Holm credit. I give her credit. She stepped up. I mean, they had to buy it. They had to pay Holly Holm. They had to set Holly Holm. They had to sell Holly Holm's soul. But Holly Holm is going to fight Chris Cyborg. I got to give her props. But reality is Holly Holm is getting another title shot. So, I mean, no. Cyborg didn't call her out. No, Cyborg called her out. That's the thing, Dan. Cyborg did call her out. But see, Cyborg wasn't thinking about Holly Holm until Mike Winkeljohn ran his mouth. Because really, she wasn't. Because you know all them girls were scared anyway. Yeah, you know, TC, I agree. Holly Holm is active. You know, she's actively losing, but she's active, okay? I can't come on here and say you're wrong. I got to give you that one. Holly Holm is very active, okay? It's just the bantamweight division right now. Everybody is either they're occupied with a fight or the UFC, they ain't trying to deal with them right now. They just not. And it sucks, man, because it's almost like it's becoming a joke now, you know? It really is. The bantamweight division is becoming laughable. It's becoming laughable. And I think that what happened, y'all, to me, I think the UFC, they did some things wrong, okay? They did some really stupid things, okay? Like the ranking system. My first gripe is with the ranking system. It's like if the ranking system was under control, then we would have had the people who really deserve to fight. But it's like the UFC, they're justifying, you know, people like Holly Holm and Ronda Rousey is still in the top 5. They're justifying this, y'all. Like they really believe that Ronda is coming back. Ronda's not coming back, Dana. She's not. And then the whole thing, what happened, the whole saga with Valentina and Juliana Pena the first round. Juliana Pena was allowed to duck Valentina, and she was allowed to duck Marion Renault. And then the whole thing that's happening to Marion Renault. You know, if Marion Renault would have got credit for the Ashley Evans Smith win, if she would have got that credit, if possibly they would have gave her a little bit of credit for fighting Bernardo, she probably would be in the top 10. I mean, just the way they did her, you know, just the way that, you know, Rocky Pennington, you know, had been getting done for a long time, you know. It's like Rocky Pennington couldn't even get as high as number 4 in the rankings. It's crazy, man. And Rocky was on a 4-fight win streak, and Rocky fought some credible people to get to that spot. But it is what it is, man. I think the UFC shot themselves in the foot. I think they did. I really did. Yeah, yeah. I've heard of Edian Gomez, Stamina. My boy Stamina MC is in here. Okay. Um, I have heard of Edian Gomez. Matter of fact, Edian Gomez is tough, man. She tough, and she called out Chris Cyborg, but she was ignored. I mean, you got a lot of them women. They trying to get into the UFC. They saw Tanya Evanger do it. Tanya Evanger just said, "Yep, I'll fight Cyborg. Just get me in." So Edian Gomez, she said, "Yeah, I'm gonna fight Cyborg. I can deal with Cyborg." Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Dan, I don't think it's a weak division. I just think that, some of this young talent, they need to push this young talent up in the rankings. And they got a lot of young talent outside of the top 15 that these talents, they're not allowed the opportunity to fight some of these people in the top 15. I think they need to start pushing this young talent. They need to. If like, man, did y'all see the talent that they had over in China? Did y'all see the talent they had in China? And it's like some of these Chinese fighters, you don't even know about them because the UFC, what they do is they hold an event in China. They'll give out like some one fight contracts to see how these Chinese people do in these foreign countries. And if they do good, they'll keep them around. If they do bad, then, they just get rid of them. But they got a lot of young talent guys on the roster right now. They got a lot of young talent on the roster who you don't even know them because they don't get to fight in the top 15. They don't get to do it. Folks, I'm telling y'all, they need to start getting some of that young talent up in there. Some of these old heads that's just sitting around, they need to get them off, man. They need to get them people out of there, man. They need to. Like, look, let's go down the bantamweight list. Like, not the top 15. Let's go down like how many bantamweights they have in the UFC that you don't even know about. Like, do you know who Janae Harding is? Probably don't. A lot of us probably don't know. Do you know who Jae Kim is? Maybe not. I know who she is. Amanda Lemos. Okay. See, all these people, and I'm glad that Jenny Mazzani, I'm glad she won. I'm glad that Jenny Mazzani won because she can get pushed a little bit. I mean, guys, it's crazy. Do you know? Do you guys know who Kelly Velasco is? I've seen her fight one time, and now you got Wu Yan. Okay, Wu Yanan that they just signed her, and I wonder how long they're gonna keep Wu Yanan. That's somebody. That's somebody, man. They need to start pushing. Wu Yanan, hey, she she put a clinic on Caitlin Curran. I'm talking about she beat Caitlin Curran up, man. I like Caitlin Curran. Wu Yanan went in there and took care of business. But they ain't gonna push them. Them people, they'll never be in position to fight. Y'all know who Lauren Mueller is. I've seen Lauren Mueller fight one time. She's undefeated. Like, see, get some of this young talent, man. Get some of these young talent. Start putting these people in there, man. Get these people in there. Get some of these top 15 up out of there, man. Like you got Ronda Rousey who been in there, since Jesus walked the earth. Get Ronda out. Get Ronda out. Okay? Look, let's go. Let's look at the bantamweight top 15. And I'm going to tell y'all some people, they need to get them up out of there. Because they don't want to fight. They ain't calling out nobody. Look, Leslie Smith, I love Leslie Smith. Gone. Betsko Hale, she got too many concussions. Okay? Caitlin Chikugian, keep her because Caitlin is a tough fighter. She's a good fighter. Liz Carmouche and Alexis Davis, I don't know what. When have they been relevant lately? When have they been relevant? At first I was pro Alexis Davis. I really was. Because I was like, okay, yeah, they doing her wrong too. But then when she ducked Mari Rayno, I'm like, God, are you serious? Why would you duck Mari Rayno? That ought to be a fight. You say, I think I can do this. I think I can. Oh, okay. Yeah, whoever, the girl that fought Caitlin Curran. Y'all know I'm just too lazy to go look it up, okay? I'm too lazy, Mary, to go. But the girl who fought Caitlin Curran, that girl, she homegirl can fight. Homegirl can fight, and I'm telling you now, she's accurate. She's very precise. Everything she did, man. That right hand, Caitlin Curran kept walking into that right hand, kept walking right into it, and she made Caitlin Curran. I'm talking about, man. She was throwing some punishing shots to Caitlin Curran. But y'all, let's continue. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. Zhao Nan. That's who it was. Zhao Nan can go. She can fight. Okay. I mean, when she did to Caitlin Curran, I was like, God, dog. She picked Caitlin Curran apart. But don't let Kaylin tell you because she'll think that, we picking on her. I'm not picking on her. Ain't damn body picking on her. All right. Yeah, Ronda need to go. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Kaylin probably, yeah, she probably did MMA. Oh, hey, what's up, MMA grinders? I can. Oh, let me speak to all y'all, man. We the primitives. See, you know what? We the primitives. Cyborg and Valentina. It's a bad matchup, and I think Cyborg defeats Valentina because of just the weight differential, man. The weight does matter, man. With Valentina, because you're like bantamweight, I think she probably could have beaten Amanda Nunes, and I'm talking about did it decisively. But I think the size in the end really did play a role in Valentina, or the judges thinking that Valentina lost, the second. Well, in the first fight, definitely, to me, it was a size thing. Okay. It was a size thing. Okay. That's my thing. And I don't think Valentina could defeat Chris Cyborg. Now, if it was a kickboxing match or if it was Muay Thai, yeah, Valentina would defeat Chris Cyborg very easily. Okay. Matter of fact, Valentina would do it with no problem. But see, when you put the other components in MMA, and then Cyborg is allowed to use a size and strength against Valentina, I think Cyborg will win. But we know that fight would have to go down to the ground because Cyborg can never defeat Valentina standing because Valentina would just beat her on points alone. She would just outpoint Cyborg and actually get the victory. So if it was a Muay Thai kickboxing match, probably even boxing, I think Valentina wins. But when you talk about MMA, the complete package, I think Cyborg beats Valentina. And Chris Cyborg can never go back down to 140 again anyway. Be wrong. But I think 125 I think that's the best division for Valentina. Because at the end of the day, Valentina, let's look at Valentina's record. I know we're going off topic here for a minute. But I'm going to tell you everybody who was bigger than Valentina, and Valentina actually beat them. And that's just where she beat them all. But all the opponents who Valentina even had a shot at, okay, who she fought, Valentina was undersized, completely undersized. And even if you look at some of her opponents side by side, you can see that Valentina is completely undersized. Like I'm like, God, dog. Valentina has, little man. Somebody gonna get in there and slap Valentina around the octagon, but they didn't. Let's see. Let's look at her resume. Okay, the ones that I know of. Okay, now when I first started following Valentina, I started following her back in 2011. Okay, 2010. Liz Carmouche. Okay, Liz Carmouche is bigger than Valentina. But I'm gonna tell you in that fight, I'm gonna tell you how stupid it was. But man, and the referee stopped. She was beating Liz Carmouche pretty easily. Okay, Valentina was winning the fight, and they stopped the fight because of a cut. Like, wait a minute, Valentina still could have continued. Okay, Helen Bastos was bigger than Valentina. Jan Cuddles big. Excuse me, PG-13 channel. Cuddles is bigger than Valentina. Sarah Kaufman was definitely much bigger than Valentina. And we know Amanda Nunez and Holly Holm and Juliana Pena. These are big bantamweights that I just named to y'all. These are very big bantamweights, okay? No, sorry. And Valentina still managed to beat them with skill sets. She managed to do it. So, I mean, it is what it is. Well, it's XA Gucci 23, man. What's up, man? Irene Adenia, Eye Candy, she would get destroyed. Chris Cyborg would now putting Cyborg up against bantamweights, it's not a good idea. I mean, you saw what happened to Tanya Evinger. I respect Tanya, and I think Tanya is a good win on Cyborg's resume. But you see what happened when you put Cyborg in there with a bantam. Good. It's not good at all. Sorry. Yeah, but y'all, it's kind of crazy. So, okay, let me catch up on some of the comments, y'all. Y'all coming in quick, boy. Hey, we're gonna talk some MMA up in here, man. Okay. Sajara Eubanks, yeah, that's a big flyweight, but nah, she ain't trying to do that, man. She ain't trying to do that because when they get that contract, man, the thing of it is with that contract, they gotta win. They have to win. And Sajara Eubanks, in her mind, she's not trying to fight some of them girls who they really bantamweights. They say they bantamweights, but really they could be featherweights. They could. Okay. Reggie the Tree, what's up, man? Coach, shouldn't there be scouts that can find great and up and coming fighters? Every sport does this. Yeah, with the UFC, they have people that scout out talent. They have them, but when they get the talent, is what they do with the talent. That's the thing. That's the problem that I have with the UFC. They have people that scout out really good talent, you know, and they have people that can tell you if a person is really good. But they once they get those people there, what's the hell to do with these fighters? But you have bantamweights on the roster, y'all. They young, they hungry, and and they going out here and they killing people, man. But these people, they're not getting an opportunity. Like they're fighting people that's well out of the rankings, so they're never gonna get ranked. Like these people out of the rankings, you know what's gonna happen? People like Tatiana Suarez and people like that, they're gonna have to keep beating a whole lot of no names before they even get recognized. Like Tatiana Suarez probably ready now for somebody in the top 10. Okay. And let me see if they got her ranked now after beating Scurry. I was mad about that one, man. But you know what? Tatiana Suarez, she came in and she did exactly what she had to do. Okay. Tatiana Suarez wasn't playing around, man. And you think a girl with her past, man, a girl with her past, you know, really some of the stuff that's done happened to her, man. Tatiana Suarez got that I don't give a crap attitude, so she gonna come in and fight. But see, that's what I'm saying. People like, you know, let's look at the strawweight division, okay? Let me put it up on screen share because I want y'all to look at this with me, okay? All right, let's look at the strawweight division. Why? Okay, let me show y'all this. I think y'all gonna be like, wow, because I'm sitting there thinking now, why is Tatiana Suarez not ranked? Why is she not ranked? Okay, so here it is, guys. We got it. So, okay, you got Joanna Jędrzejczyk, which, okay, I agree with that. You know, she should stay the #1 contender because she's only lost to one person, Rose Namajunas. Whether I don't like Joanna, whether we hate Joanna or not. I mean, look, okay, okay, Jessica Andrade. I disagree with Jessica staying #2. I disagree with that. I just do. I think no, I don't. No, I don't. Jessica beat Claudia. Nope, I agree with that. I'm sorry. Yeah, Karolina Kovacevic. Okay, I agree with this. Tisha Torres and Michelle Waterson. You know, they're gonna mix it up. The winner of these two, I honestly think they do deserve a title shot because Jessica's already had a shot. Claudia had a shot. Carolina had a shot. I think you let these two have a title shot. You got Cavillo, Esparza, you know, Herrick, Grazo, Courtney Casey. I'm still trying to figure out why is Courtney Casey still up in the rankings like that. And Paige Van Zandt, good grief. Can anybody try to explain this? How was Paige Van Zandt still in the top 15? I'm sorry. And she sure shouldn't be ranked ahead of Randa Marcos. And Maria Moros, when the last time she fought? When is the last time this woman has fought, y'all? I'm saying, guys, how are we going to explain this one? They need to get Tatiana Suarez up in that top 15, man. They see, they need to have Danielle Taylor up in there. I mean, good grief, JJ Aldrich. I mean, you got these young, talented fighters. They still down in the rankings, and they winning. We got to start getting some of these top 15 fighting some of them young, hungry challengers, man. No, we got to. Yeah, PVC is a killer. Yeah, I'm sure she is, TC. She be getting killed. She a killer, all right. I'm just trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all this, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's laughable, man. It's really. Let's look at the other strawweights that we don't see. Okay, let's look at the other strawweights. We'll go down to the UFC's website. Okay, fighters. Let me see. Let me just click on Kevin Gastelum. Boy, knocked out Bisping. I was glad when he did that. But when the last time has Murrow's fought, though? That's my only thing. When is the last time that she's actually been fighting? She ain't been fighting. That's the thing. You know, she's not really active enough for me. Yeah, Paige beat Vet. Look at the champion. Look at the champion. Rose, look at the champion, y'all. Okay, now this is not in order, okay? All right, Jessica Aguilar, she not in the top 15. She's been around forever. JJ Aldridge is impressive, okay? Look, we need JJ Aldridge finna fight Danielle Taylor. Now, whoever win between them, they need to be in the top 15 fighting some of these. Nah, man. You know, Nina Anzarov, she was pretty impressive. I mean, I give Nina crap, but Nina was pretty impressive. Okay, Poliana Botello. I mean, she's pretty talented. She lost her last fight, but she good. JoJo Calderwood, you know, she pretty decent. And at least JoJo is active, okay? You got Courtney Casey in the top 15. Don't know. I know who Jamie Colleen is. I know who that is. She talented. It's like, okay, give them a chance, okay? You got Amanda Bobby Cooper, okay? She's still getting, you know, chances to prove herself. Okay, they got Jody Escobar. I don't know how long Jody gonna be in there. I mean, Pearl Gonzalez, you know, she had 2 tough losses. Alexa Grasso is up and coming. She's only lost once. You know, Felice Herrick is doing her thing. You know, so I agree with Felice Herrick being in the top 15. I agree with that. Felice Herrick need to stop making these underwear models. You know, she need to be Angie Overkill here. She got beat. Oh, she don't deserve to be in the top 30. And you know, of course, JJ, she just lost, so she's in the top 15 now. This new talent, Nadia Kassim, the girl that y'all don't see a photograph of. You better, y'all mark my words, watch Nadia Kassim, because I'm telling you, Nadia Kassim is going to be the truth. When this girl learns some fight IQ, I'm telling y'all now, okay? Nadia Kassim, look, she going to be a beast, okay? She going to be a beast. And look, this lady right here, Suri Kondo, she's been winning, okay? I mean, she's pretty decent. Ah, look, y'all, it's Alien Magana. It's Alien Magana. Oh, shout out to my girl Liz. Oh, okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me catch up on some of this. Hold on. Oh God. Sabrina. What's up, Sabrina? Yeah. I would love to see Claudia versus Shevchenko. Let's see. Ed Harris, Dan Bones. Let me see who else I'm missing here. Joseph Thurman. Okay, I hope I said that right. Okay. Tay Brown. Tay Brown. Tay Brown. Sound like a song, rap song. Yeah, Paige beat Felice, but Paige ain't beating Felice anymore. Sorry. Kassim better learn quick. Kassim is good. That's a knockout artist. I like Kassim. You know, she not very smart. Okay? She's not very smart. Leon Dubbison. What's up, man? Hey, y'all, Leon Dubbison in the house, y'all. UK in the house. Now, I know y'all don't know who Tiffany Masters is. I'm going to tell y'all better be on the lookout for Tiffany Masters. I'm telling you, she tough. Look at that, Rose Namajunas. Oh, there go Jessica Panay. Yeah, you know, she was the one that used them steroids and still got beat up. Beck Rollins, 7-7. She gonna be out of here. Beck, you're gonna be out of here. Let's keep looking. All right, Dynamite Taylor. You know, hopefully between her and JJ Aldridge, they need to crack the top 15 after that win. And here go, hey, this is the one I want y'all to see right here. Jan. No, wait a minute. Who is the girl? No, I want the girl. No, I'm sorry, that's the wrong person, not Jan. Look at this. Dang. A web page is coming up. What I gotta save this? I ain't saving this. Here, let's click off that. I ain't saving that crap. But anyway, guys, so you guys can see my point. What the heck? My computer got Tourette's. What's going on? Look at this thing. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Showing all my stuff on here. Showing everything. What the heck going on? Let's take this off. All right. Let's stop sharing. Okay. So now we back at it, okay? All right, y'all. It's a lot of talent. So y'all can see my point, can't you? There's a lot of talent. A lot of talent. Okay? That they're not even visible, guys. That they don't even get a chance. They need to start putting some of this young talent. Look, they know how to fight. Put them in against the top 15. Let these girls, some of these young girls, have their shot, their spotlight. Let's get some of these old heads out of here. Let's get some of these fighters out of here that, you know, these fighters, they don't want to, you know, they're holding up. They're not fighting for whatever reasons. Let's get them out of there. That's what we need to do, okay? I think Rose, let's see. Joseph, Coach Need earned a donation for saying my name right. How do I do that? Oh, Joseph, my man, he finna hit the super chat. Hit the super chat, baby. Hit the $sign, baby. Hit the $sign. I love them super chats, man. 43 of y'all up in the house, guys. We talking some MMA today. All right, Jimmy J Smooth live and direct. Is he still here? Jimmy J Smooth. I'm just checking to see if Jimmy J Smooth live and direct in full effect is still here. Okay, if he's still here, that'd be good. God dog it, my computer, man. I don't know what it's almost like, you know, you start moving a mouse, man, and things just mess up. So I got to do this from abroad. What else are we talking about in here? Yeah, okay. Let's talk Rose Namajunas, okay? Let's talk Rose Namajunas. Okay, guys, Rose Namajunas. Basically, I'm gonna tell y'all why I think Rose is gonna be a star. Okay. if Rose does not get complacent, okay, Rose is going to be the next star. First of all, Rose Namajunas, she has the look, okay? Rose Namajunas, she has the look, okay? She's got the look, and she can also fight. So just imagine, okay? See, you know what, Dan? I'm going to say, I think Rose looks just as attractive with her hair short. I think she does. I mean, I think if she had long hair or short hair, I think people really view Rose Namajunas as an attractive person. It doesn't matter. Rose got the face. Look, think about it. If you put Rose Namajunas on a billboard, you may do a double take like, wow, who is that? If you were to see Rose Namajunas on TV, you would actually tune in. Wait a minute, who is that? And I'm not picking on Joanna. I mean, Rose is probably much better eye candy than, Jędrzejczyk is. And y'all, she just is, you know? And I'm not saying it to be mean. It's just, it's a fact. In my opinion, it's a fact. Rose is she looks very feminine. Sorry. Rose looks feminine. I think Rose is feminine. E.O. Rhino, what's going on? Isaiah Chuckwood, what's up, man? That's my dude, man. Isaiah Chuckwood, man. Y'all, hey, give a shout out to Isaiah. Battle Cat. Yeah, you know what? I need to do a fight breakdown, man. I need to do a fight breakdown, a Battle Cats fight. I just got to find some time. I want to jump on and just talk, man. Talk to everybody. Yeah, but Rose Namajunas, guys, that's the next star, okay? That's the next star. All Rose got to do is continue winning. They're going to push Rose. I mean, Rose Namajunas she got to look for it. But not only do she have to look, Rose can fight. Like, folks, what she did to Joanna Jędrzejczyk, they still talking about that, man. They're still, like, you got Ariel Helwani still talking about it, okay? They still talking about it. Like, nobody has bagged off of talking about Joanna Jędrzejczyk losing and being knocked out. Guys, it's been a trending topic. You go to Bloody Elbow, they talking about it. You go to BJ Penn, they talking about it. You go to women's MMA rankings, they talking about it. Okay, they talking about it. Wow, man. Sabrina, I like Battle Cat too. I was shocked she got a knockout, but it was some ground and pound. It was some ground and pound. And I think the referee, man, that's got to be one of the worst referees on God's green earth, because he prematurely stopped that fight. He stopped the fight. Calissimo Unlimited, what's up, man? What's up? Y'all smash that like button, y'all. We doing it. We doing the darn thing today. We doing the darn thing. My girl Mary Rose up in here. Tay Brown up in this piece. Candy, George Page. Let me see if I missed anybody. My boy Dan Bones. We don't agree on anything, but I like Dan Bones. He's a good brother, man. Oh, Liz Elfman. What's up, Liz? I'm sorry I missed you. What's going on? How you doing? I'm glad to see you too. Love seeing comments from you. My main man TC Johnson is in the house. Stamina MC was in the house. Tay Brown. Tay Brown. Marcus Bell. What's up, Marcus Bell? I'm making sure I get everybody, man. I don't want to miss a single person. That's how I feel today. I don't want to miss anybody. Now, the Joanna Jędrzejczyk fans, they've been on full assault, okay? No, I'm sorry. No, not the fans. I'm sorry, fanboys. The Joanna Jędrzejczyk fanboys, they've been in full assault mode, because they're co-signing Joanna, saying that it was an accident. Guys, they are co-signing it. They really are following Joanna with this narrative that it was an accident, that she got knocked out. I mean, folks, guys, it's the damnedest thing I ever seen. Folks, it's the damnedest thing that I've ever seen. I've never seen somebody, like, I'm talking about not just go to distance. I'm talking about getting knocked out. I'm talking about knocked out. And then people trying to make excuses for Joanna Jędrzejczyk. God, I don't, it's like, it's almost becoming like not even fun anymore to make fun of the Jędrzejczyk fans. It's not fun anymore. I had my fun making about 6 videos and laughing at them, and let me going back and forth with them and them getting mad. I was loving them getting upset. And then, I was having the most fun when they were getting a kick out of trying to explain it. And then I got a kick out of them getting mad. I can't lie, guys. I can't lie. I got a kick out of the Jędrzejczyk fans getting upset. I couldn't stop it. Sorry, I couldn't stop laughing. But they clear up and down, Mary. They clear up and down that if Joanna Jędrzejczyk, if she gets back in the octagon with with Rose Namajunas, that Joanna Jędrzejczyk will be victorious. They're sticking to this narrative. They're sticking to the narrative that Joanna Jędrzejczyk had an off night. They're sticking to the narrative that Joanna Jędrzejczyk wasn't feeling well. They are sticking to that narrative, man, and they are not letting it go. I'm sorry. Yep, Battle Cat Soccer Mom won. Rose, yeah, Rose probably might put this girl in the hospital next time. I think she underestimated Rose, and now people giving it back to her. Okay, and people can say, "Coach, you're biased because you don't like Joanna," and you could say that. You could say it, but I think I've given her props and said that the girl can fight. Yeah, I am biased. I'm very biased, folks. I can't lie to y'all. I cannot come on here and lie to you and tell you that I'm not biased. Okay, I am. I just am. And maybe if I wasn't so biased, maybe my channel would be like a million subs or something. But I don't really do this. I don't care about subscriptions. I just care about making videos. That's it. It's okay. Guys, I got to be myself. I mean, I got to be myself. If I can't be myself, guys, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. All right. Yeah, these Joanna. Okay, let's read some of these comments. Liz said JJ JJ is gonna get choked next time. Yep. My main man Joseph. Okay, like, hey, yo, man. Yep. Hey, man. Anybody rocking with me? Good or bad? It's cool, man. Hey, I'm cool with you too. Joe Johnson. What up, Joe Johnson? Joe Johnson done snuck up in, y'all. Hey, guys, it's the great Joe Johnson. Hey, everybody say hey to Joe Johnson. Reggie the Tree. Reggie the Pre. All I gotta say to y'all is Pavel has a plan. I've been telling people this for years. Pavel Fedotov has a plan. Pavel had a plan that night. He had a plan. Pavel. Yeah, you know what, Sabrina? I will give Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I'll give her the nod. The girl did a good job of talking herself into an immediate rematch, okay? I will give Joanna Jędrzejczyk that. Joanna Jędrzejczyk, she done talked the talk. Even if she thinks she can't win the second fight, I got to give a little bit of respect to Joanna Jędrzejczyk because, look, she ain't letting it go. Joanna Jędrzejczyk was like, look, no, she going to fight me again. She is going to fight me again. Okay? So I give Joanna respect in that aspect, but man, some of these not Jędrzejczyk fans. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about fanboys. There's a difference. These are the guys that they troll all your comments and they just say crazy stuff to you. Comments to comments, That's what they do. But Joanna Jędrzejczyk fans, we cool. But man, them fanboys, they've been on a roll, man. They have been on a roll. They've been on a roll. Hey, boy. But y'all, I'm sorry. I've been giving it to him. And then what's the dude name? He done changed his name. He used to be called Holly Joke. Y'all remember? Y'all know him? His name was Holly Joke. Now his name is I think his name is Holly Joke Joanna Tap. He been like, man, this dude been on a roll, man. He been messing with these Jędrzejczyk fanboys. I'm telling you, man. He been messing with them. But hey, and some people still riding with JJ. JJ is a good fighter, y'all. She's a good fighter. She can fight. Girl can fight. I just think Rose has evolved. I think Rose has made it to another level. I think Rose has. I think Rose has completely evolved as a fighter right before our eyes, y'all. Rose Namajunas has evolved as a fighter right before our very eyes. And we saw the destruction that Rose Namajunas caused. Yeah. Liz, there's a guy named Joanna Tap, and he comes on my channel and he be laughing, man. He think it's funny. It do be funny too. It'd be funny. But Joanna Jędrzejczyk, if she loses again, okay? If she loses again, Joseph, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I mess people names up most of the time. I still like when I try to say Paulie Malignaggi. I said it right that time, but usually I can't say Paulie Malignaggi. I can't say it. Okay. Yeah, MMA grinder Tisha is a beast. Yep, she's a beast. Exe Gucha, JJ mental game was to talk a lot of S to get into the mind of her opponent. And Rose, yeah, Rose didn't care. Rose is quoting the Lord's scripture. Rose Namajunas was sitting up there quoting the Lord's scripture. We got the legend, the miracle, Lavelle Williams. He's still, guys, hopefully soon, he will be getting an interview with somebody in Holly Holm's team. Lavelle Williams is working on that. He's been working on it as we speak. Okay, shout out to Lavelle Williams to, track down the team and get the interviews, man. And, I'm going to tell you, man, and speaking of Lavelle, man, the problem that I have with a lot of these people, they're not in touch with fans. They're just not in touch. Like, how many of you guys ever, you go to a fighter's social media page, they'll put up a photograph, you'll see people that actually respond to the photograph, and, the fighter won't even respond to one comment, just a thumbs up. Like, they don't do that, man. It's almost like, okay, here's the photograph. There it is. I'm not going to respond. Move on, Like, it's kind of weird. And I'm not even saying every time they put a photograph up, respond to it. No, but, maybe like once in a blue moon, maybe, give a thumbs up to somebody, But these fighters, they don't do that. They don't do it. And, I know that Holly them, they probably looking like, well, who's Lavelle, Well, he's a fan that wants to interview you. I think more fighters need to let fans interview them. I mean, if I was a fighter and if I had a guy who took his time out of his schedule to contact me, okay, who took his time to contact me because he thought enough about my career to want to interview me, those are the people that I would interview with. I would do a phone interview. Of course, you run it by the manager, and the manager, look Lavelle up and see. But at the end of the day, I would chat with one of my fans because, that's how these fighters, they can grow. They can grow. I'm telling you, they can grow. And I just think they need to give him a phone interview. They need to give Lavelle a phone interview because he is riding with Holly Holm. He's one of the biggest supporters of them. He's a big supporter of Ronda Rousey. And it's like, they'll look down on people like me, people like Lavelle, people like Eric. They'll look down at us because we're just guys on YouTube. We're just YouTube guys, to them. We're not really that important. But little do these people know, do we see them on TV? Guys, think about it. The fighters we talking about right now, can you cut your TV on and literally see them on TV? Say if you're sitting down and you watching just your favorite show and a commercial pop up. Are you going to see those fighters on TV? And it really baffles me. Like, and I'm gonna tell you the name. I even, I was trying to do an interview with Roxanne Modafferi, and Roxanne was like, well, and she was real nice. She said, thank you, but I don't do interviews by podcast anymore. And I'm like, well, Tanya Evinger did, Marion Renault did, Valentina Shevchenko did. I mean, what makes you different? And she kind of, didn't have a response. She didn't have a response for it. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you've arrived to the point where you can't do podcasts with people on social media that's going to promote you. See, the logic behind it's stupid. It's just real stupid. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. And MMA Grinder said, most of the people wanting to do interviews are independent. They should always help them. Look, Lavelle not making no money. I ain't getting no money. I mean, if y'all donate, I monetize videos, but guys, that's like pennies on a dollar. That's nothing, okay? I make these videos because they're fun. But, it's like, okay, but you got a Lavelle Williams, you got a coach. We're reaching out to you. We don't get any money. We spending our time trying to get the information. We spending our time putting a video up. We spending our time coming on, having podcasts, talking about you, I mean, why not? I mean, Roger Allen, Antonina Shevchenko, that's her manager. He came on and chopped it up with Lavelle in the wildest moments. But see, how many managers or people on the team, how many people are doing that? They don't. They don't, because what they do is they snub their noses at guys like us. That's just how it is. But yeah. But see, when you reach out to your public like that, see, like Roger Allen, smart man, very smart. I'm gonna tell you why it's smart that he'll come on here and chop it up. Every time he come on here and chop it up with me, Eric, or Lavelle, you know what he's doing? He's promoting this fighter. And it don't even matter how big the promotion is. See, Team Shevchenko, they're covering all bases. They're covering all bases. It's a smart move to get his fighter more exposure in the world of social media and YouTube. Then you got a boy, you got a guy named Sean Haynes who making, Valentina promo videos and, getting like 10,000 views here. And they go by his page and show Sean love. See, that's what you're supposed to do when you're a fighter. That's what you're supposed to do. Your team, you're supposed to reach out to social media. You want to talk to some of these social media guys. And this guy's like, it's another guy named Eddie. He does videos, man. His podcast, I think they decent. You got a lot of small people like me, who just we love the sport. Reach out, talk to us because we're gonna promote you, whether it's good or bad. We are. But yeah, let's get back to the topic. Woo, buddy. Yeah, MMA Grinder said he know fighters because they did interviews on YouTube. Yeah, but I'm gonna change my focus. Like, it's some fighters I am gonna try to interview with, but really I like interviewing these fighters, these amateurs. And I like making videos for them and talk because they appreciate that too, man. Them amateurs, they appreciate it. Yeah. Ask Valentina if she could wear my logo. Yeah, you gotta pay for that. Yeah, I'd have to, because I know there's a fighter actually that's gonna wear my logo. It's kind of crazy. You guys won't believe what gym they in, but yeah, she's actually gonna wear one of my logos. But I'm actually gonna pay. I'm gonna pay her to do it. But it's getting the LDBC logo out there. Joseph, nah, this channel is small, man. Trust me. This channel is very, very small compared to some of the big dogs that talk sport. It's small. This is a small channel, man. And I'm not even looking. I'm just making videos, bro. All right. Let's get back on who we talking about. Oh, yeah. So guys, I think Rose Namajunas is gonna be a complete star. I think she is. I think her time is coming, and this is it for Rose. Rose is going. And Valentina said, "Look, Rose is gonna be the champion for a long, long time." Okay. Wow. Yeah, MMA Grinders. That was Angela Riptide Whitley. Angela Riptide Whitley. That's my homegirl. We mad cool. She a good fighter, man. She trying to get a fight, man. It's just she had a lot of issues with management, and it's just they bailed out on her when the storm hit in Puerto Rico. Her manager they bailed on her. They left her to dry. So yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. And I guess people, man, I would love to debate them guys, Ariel or Joe. Boy, I'll be like, how you gonna explain that? I'll be like, how you gonna explain that, Joe? Ariel Hawani, how you gonna explain it? Boy, I'll be all up on them. We get me and Lavelle versus Ariel and Joe Rogan. Would that be a hell of a debate? Yeah. Sabrina Mary Thomas. Oh, she's talking about Mary. Joseph is still in there. Yeah, I'm growing, man, but I ain't even trying to be that. Hey, my homegirl Guitar Babe in here. What's up? Guitar Babe, what's in there? She's in the house. Big Valentina fan. Don't talk bad about Valentina. Guitar Babe will get mad at you, okay? And she can fight. Joe would get introduced to the term whisker biscuit. Yeah, I would call him a whisker biscuit. I'd be like, Joe, do you know what a whisker biscuit is? He'd go, Coach, no, man, I don't know what a whisker biscuit is. What is that? Is you and Dana White? What do you and Dana White have in common? Y'all got these little stubbly beards, and you got these bald heads with the stubbly beards. That's a whisker biscuit. You're a whisker biscuit, buddy. You're a whisker biscuit. Yeah. Okay. In this stream, y'all, we got a little bit of time. And let's see. Okay. I really want to talk about the situation with JJ Aldridge versus Danielle Taylor. That's a fight. Let me show y'all the promo ad for it. But let me show y'all. God dog it, my mouse, man. It's almost like I have to cut this thing off and come back on, but then I lose the stream. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know why it does that. It just does. Ah, man. Yeah, man. Well, I was gonna show y'all, but it's Danielle Taylor. Okay. Danielle Taylor, she is coming back. And she's gonna be fighting JJ Aldridge. That's a big fight. How many of y'all know who Danielle Dynamite Taylor is? How many of you guys know? And you guys let me know. Reggie, I used to think Brendan Schaub was very a good analysis person. I used to think so, but then Brendan Schaub is a good actor. He was lying because when he kept saying that he thought that McGregor was going to go in there and knock out Mayweather, like wow, wow. And I was like, he don't even believe what he's saying, And I can understand if he really thought that, but no, he didn't think Mayweather. He didn't think McGregor could beat Mayweather. He didn't think that. He was just saying it. Has entered the building. Emays and Eric, that is my, and I actually want to hear some of his I actually want to hear some of the things that Emays and Eric has to say. It's like 45 of y'all in here, y'all. Last time I checked, 45 of y'all. Boy, I tell you, boy, y'all showing some love today. Y'all showing some love, man. Hot diggity, dog. Y'all showing some good love in here today. I appreciate y'all being in here, man. Yeah, well, you know what? Danielle Taylor has had time to learn and grow. See, that's the thing about mixed martial arts. You evolve as time go on. Yeah. Let's see. How could okay, my boy Joseph, he said, how could he think McDonald's could beat Mayweather? Okay. We don't know. I don't know how he can. I think what he was trying to do, he was trying to really, he's pro Connor, and he was trying to help sell the fight, and him and Connor are pretty cool. So that's what it is. Okay, Eric is in here. I sent the link out to Eric. We can kind of get in. It's a lot of y'all guys. I've never had this many people in a live stream ever. Okay. Man, with Eric in here, it's just gonna go. Yeah, you know what, Isaiah? I think Danielle Taylor is very passive. I think if she were more aggressive, like you remember when Danielle Taylor, her first 3 or 4 fights, Danielle Taylor was like very aggressive, man. She was going in. I mean, she was just bum rushing them, man, taking them to the ground, beating them to death. And it's like now this version of Danielle Taylor, she's trying to be an outfighter. The thing is not going to work for her because she's too short. I mean, she don't have the reach to actually be an outfighter. And I know she's trying to avoid damage, and I like it sometimes. I like how she does it, but then, when you do that for, 3 to 5 rounds, it gets kind of like, okay, listen, you got to get your skill sets. You really got to go. Because have you ever seen Danielle Taylor? Good grief, man. She's short. She's short. She's like 5 foot tall, man. I kid you not. She's about 5 foot tall. It's crazy. It's crazy. She can fight. But see, she need to lose this notion of being an inside fighter. Being an out fighter. She need to be an inside fighter and just use defense while she's in the inside. While you in somebody's chest, you can duck. You can avoid, man. You can slip to the side. You can turn people around and stay in the inside of them. You don't have to take punishment being in the inside. And Danielle Taylor, she don't like taking punishment. And I can't blame her. I can't blame her. I would Tay, hey, yeah, the coach and Eric, we love you too. Let's see, Sabrina, what she say? Dan Hardy's one of the best commentators. Yep. Seems like these ball-headed guys, man, they just gotta, I don't know what it is. Something wrong with them. Yeah, let's see. She can fight Jessica Andrade. They're the same height. Yeah, Jessica is big. Jessica's big, eye candy. She's big. That's a big strawweight. And Jessica need to be a flyweight. Okay. Jessica Andrade is a huge flyweight, and she will kill herself to get down to the strawweight. She'll kill herself because she knows she got the size advantage over most of the people on the roster. She do. But Jessica Andrade won't go to flyweight. Okay. She's not going to do it because, she knows she'll have to fight Joanna Jędrzejczyk again. Okay. She knows she'll have to do it because Joanna Jędrzejczyk is going to go to flyweight. She is. And Jessica definitely probably won't want to face her too soon. I don't think so. And she got to face Valentina Shevchenko. I'm just saying. Who is she gonna go through? She'll go through everybody in the flyweight division. Jessica would, and then she'll stop because she'll get to Joanna and Valentina, and it's all she wrote. It's all she wrote. Nah, I keep my hair cut short too. I do. I keep my hair cut short. I got a half whisker biscuit. Got a half whisker biscuit. Some of the hair challenged on the UFC, something wrong. Like, Dana White, with his bald head. I don't know what's wrong with him. Yeah, but I think JJ Aldridge and Danielle Taylor's gonna be a good fight. Now, I was having an argument, me and Roger, we was arguing, and he's pretty good with his picks, man. He got JJ Aldridge winning all the way. I'm still undecided right now, okay? I'm undecided. I don't know yet because see, I wonder if JJ Aldridge has improved. If this is the same JJ that just comes straight ahead and she's just gonna try to come straight ahead with no head movement, Danielle Taylor gonna pick her apart. Now, if JJ Aldridge incorporates head movement, I'm talking about literally use some intelligence when she's trying to pressure, because JJ is a pressure fighter. That's her game plan. She's not going to change that, but she got to use intelligent pressure. If she uses intelligent pressure, JJ Aldridge is going to win. Okay, that's just how it is. That's how it is. Yeah, you know what, Candy? I agree. Jessica, I don't think that she's afraid to fight anybody. I don't think so. I just think that I think if she go back in and fight Joanna Jędrzejczyk, she gonna get schooled again. I think she is, because Jessica Andrade, and I agree with a lot of people that say this, Jessica Andrade, she cannot handle a good jab. She can't. This girl, she cringes at the sight of a jab, like she can't do it. And see, I wish I could just be in Claudia Gadelia's corner when she was fighting Jessica. Stop trying to prove yourself on the ground to Jessica Andrade. She's dominating you on the ground. Just stand up with her, because Jessica is not trying to take you to the ground. Jessica Andrade's not going to try to take you down. If she have to go to the ground, Jessica is going to do a good job on the ground. She's good on the ground. But Jessica was really content with just standing there. So Claudia Gadelia, she had it. She had it. And she was clipping Jessica with some beautiful shots. And guess what? She chose to go to the ground and prove that she was a better ground practitioner than Jessica Andrade. But that didn't go well. Didn't go well for her. It just didn't. It just didn't. It didn't go well for Claudia. Claudia got beat down because she tried to grab Jessica Andrade. It didn't work, y'all. And I, dang, Claudia, I think if they fought again, I think Claudia would opt to stand. And if she does that, she wins. That's just it. But let's talk about Taylor and Aldridge. It's a good fight. It's a very good fight. It's a 50-50 fight. JJ Aldridge got a chin. She got a chin. Okay? JJ has a chin. A very good chin at that, but the more fights that you take, you can't test your chin every fight, because the more that you do that, when you keep testing your chin fight after fight, eventually you're not going to have a chin. Your chin is gonna leave you. Like, look at the guys in boxing like Tim Bradley. They were renowned for being able to take a lot of punishment, and now at the end of their careers, they're just a feeble shell of what they used to be. I mean, guys, have y'all seen it? Or Brandon Rios, he was renowned of just taking punishment. But then Tim Bradley, the guy who is a fisted fighter, stopped him with a body shot. Taking punishment is not good. Over and over, it's not good. It's just not. Let's see. Let's look at some of these comments, y'all. Okay, Moy's audio. Let's see. I got about 20 minutes, y'all. KK, hands down. Karolina Kovacevic. Yeah, she's slow. But that girl got some hands. That Krav Maga, boy, that thing served her good. Let's see. Let me see what else is going on. We're in the clear. Oh, goodness. Hey, guys, it's Amazing Eric Sports. He's the only person on YouTube that's supporting Holly Holm. How you doing, Eric?
What's up, bro? What's up, fam? You already started with your Holly Holm stuff, man. So I'm just going to be the honorary Holly Holm supporter. I'll pick up the mantle. I'll support it. Since Coach is going to give it to me anyway, I'll just take it.
That's right. That's right. I've anointed this man in the way of the Lord, and the Lord shall raise him up, and he shall support Holly Holm at all costs.
That's right. We have to roll like that, man. And they're already asking me, how am I going to explain that? I can't explain it because Coach is forcing me to do it. What's up to all my people? George, everybody out there. Gotcha. Everybody. Mary Thomas, everybody out there. Hit the like button if you haven't yet. Coach, we got a good crowd here today. That's what we got, a great crowd. They're on point today, man.
Too big. And Eric, well, let's go ahead and I'm gonna let you throw some guilt on this person.
Okay.
Mary Thomas's excuse for not joining us on the podcast, like she's supposed to. She says she don't know how to operate the podcast, the Google system.
Come on, Mary. Mary, how, or I can't ask you how you're going to explain that because we know Coach is the one that the master that. But I'm asking you, I do want to say it. How you going to explain this, Mary? Come on, Mary. Jump on with us. Jump in here, man. And if you're Mary, if you're nervous, I'm here. So I'll be in between you and Coach. I won't let Coach ask you too many tough questions. I got your back. I promise I have your back. Ask somebody, Mary. Look, she just said she really don't. Coach,
These are
I got
lies.
Coach, I got a question out here for what's up, Reggie the Tree? What's up? I got a question. Liz, I see Liz too. What's up, everybody? I got a question for you, Coach, and for all our people. I want to jump right in. What I heard you mentioning this a little bit, I've been hearing everybody talking about this. The first question I want to ask the coach, and George said he want to get on, Coach. The first one I want to ask the coach, and I want to ask the comment section is, I've been hearing everybody saying, let's say Rose does not fight Joanna next. I'm hearing people in my comment section, Coach, I've even seen them in your comment section. They're saying it is no way Rose can get through the gauntlet of contenders, which is Jessica, Claudia, and Carolina. How do you feel about that, Coach? Do you think the Rose can get through these contenders?
Yep. Sure can.
Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it now.
Look, all I got is one thing to say, and I'm gonna say this to the day turns into night, 1,000 years. Pavel Fedotov has a plan. Pavel has a plan. You see, Eric, when God made trainers, he broke the mold when he made Pavel. God broke the mold when he made Pavel. I don't even know if Pavel believe in God. Pavel, you need to come give your life over. But I don't know who. Because Rose Namajunas, and I'm not putting down Pat Berry, her trainers, and I ain't putting them down. Rose Namajunas was getting her PG-13 channel whooped all over the place.
That's right.
Pavel had a plan. He said, okay, I will anoint Valentina to go in there and beat up Rose for the duration of 22 weeks. And that's what she did. I will anoint Antonina to beat up Rose as the best she can for 22 weeks. And they took turns beating up Rose. And guess what Rose was doing? She was getting beat by the best. She was getting beat by the best, and Rose was adapting. Rose was learning. Rose started, catching them with some of them shots. See, Rose Namajunas became adaptive. And guess what? When you done fought the best and you fight them day in and day out, these other women in the flyweight division, these other women in the strawweight division, they are nothing when it comes to Rose. Rose done been in there with fire. She done walked through the fire. She done been drowned underwater. She came back up. Rose done been stepped on by an elephant. She done been smashed by an elephant. And then she pushed the elephant foot up out the way. Rose Namajunas did.
Well, check this out, Coach. Check this out. Let's do this with the comment section too, because I see my man Stamina, somebody else just said it too. We're going to go because I want to get your expertise on this, Coach. We want to go through these ladies piece by piece. So the first person I'm seeing everybody saying is Jessica. Jessica Andrade, they're like, we don't know if Rose can beat Jessica. We don't know. So comment section, the first thing we need you to do, light it up. This is how we do it here, Coach and Eric. I need you guys to put Jessica, or I need you guys to put Rose. Who do you think will win, Jessica or Rose? But Coach, I want you to break down the Jessica and Rose matchup for us. Tell us what you see in that matchup and tell us who you see winning it. Go for it, Coach. In the comment section, Jessica or Rose. Let's see it right now. Light up the comment section. Go for it, Coach.
Okay, absolutely. What Jessica, her weakness is, okay, she don't move her head. She never moves her head, and she's susceptible to the jab. And if you go back and watch her fight Joanna Jędrzejczyk, who completely just schooled Rose. She schooled Jessica Andrade, schooled her. But Jessica really is uncomfortable with a stiff jab. See, Jessica, she's not going to initiate a take. She's not going to try to. Jessica would rather clinch and knee and elbow and punch you to death. That's what Jessica wants to do. She wants to close that distance, get in your chest, and really start delivering punishment. Jessica is very good on the ground. She's extremely good on the ground, but she don't like being on the ground. And so, see, for people like Joanna, it actually played right into it. So you keep somebody who charging in, who trying to rush in, you keep them at bay with a jab. And Jessica was not liking that jab. Matter of fact, Joanna didn't do anything really special. She just jabbed her to death. She jabbed, rotated, jab, rotated, jab, rotated. And when Jessica, was making an attempt to try to take her down, Joanna has pretty good takedown defense. So she was able to stuff that. So now what does that leave, Jessica Andrade? It makes her she's a really multi-dimensional fighter, but it makes her almost one-dimensional if you stick that jab in her face. Even Claudia Gadelha, before she started trying to be a renegade, and trying to, wrestle with Jessica Andrade, Claudia physically thought that, hey, my wrestling or my BJJ is better than Jessica's, but Jessica already showed that no, no, Claudia, you're not. But what was Claudia doing in the first part of the fight, round one? She was catching Jessica with almost everything. She was hitting Jessica with a lot of clean, effective strikes. Jessica had no answer for that. Why? Because Claudia was pumping the jab, setting up the jab with a hook, uppercuts, and Claudia was doing a great job. Jessica Andrade will always be defeated by somebody who can jab and move. I'm telling you, she will lose every fight.
And that's I'm looking at this comment section, Coach, and see you gave him a good breakdown on how to look at it. I'm checking this comment section out, and I am seeing that this is about 60-40 for Rose, but it's very interesting, and I'm seeing Jessica. And the thing I'm seeing when I see people picking Jessica, I see I think Candy said Jessica by murder. But when I see people picking Jessica, people keep talking about her pressure. They keep talking about her pressure. They keep talking about that pressure. And what do you see in Rose, Coach, more specifically, that has changed? You think it's a mindset thing to where Rose, I know you spoke on the technical aspect of it. Do you just think Rose is more well-equipped now to deal with the pressure?
Yeah, I just think Rose at a place in life, she just don't really care about a lot of stuff because, when you deal with and Rose done had them thoughts, man. When a person depressed over time, suicide follows.
That's true.
That's just how it is. That's what happened. Rose done been there, man. She done been to the brink. She done been to the brink of life, to the brink of death. So it's like once you've overcome and conquered all that, everything it don't matter anymore to her, man.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going in there she don't have a care in the world. When Joanna was doing all that stunting, trying to stunt on Rose was reciting the Lord's Prayer, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you get somebody reciting the Lord's Prayer in your face and telling you to your face that God will destroy my enemies, and that Rose was saying that, boy, it's over. Like Joanna didn't have a chance, and Rose just played it safe and she remained calm. The old Rose Namajunas, you hit her, she'll begin to panic when she took a good shot. And see, but this version of Rose, when Joanna actually kicked her in the face, she didn't panic.
She stayed right with it.
She stayed with the program and kept it going. And that's what happened, folks. That's just how that is. Shout out to Ed Brown. He in the house. Shout out to my girl, Alicia Miller.
That's right. Okay, Ed Brown. Yeah.
My man, Bullet Coat. Bullet Coat is in the house.
Yeah. Was Bullet Coat. Cough, Santa cough. Ed Brown, I saw you looking for that. Alicia Miller. Everybody, shout out. If you guys want shout out sometime, throw it in the comment section. Say, yo, Coach, give me a shout out. We'll definitely give you a shout out. We'll do that. So, Coach, if you look at the people, if you look at the teams around in comment section, tell me this too. Out of those ladies we just named, out of Jessica, out of Claudia, in Carolina, who do you feel, Coach, and JJ too, let's put Joanna back in this too. Who do you feel, Coach, is the biggest threat to Rose to take that title from her? In the comment section, who do you guys think? Let us know. Coach, I want to hear from you. Who is the biggest threat to Rose right now?
Eric, this answer is going to surprise you. This answer is twofold, and I'm gonna tell you why it's twofold. Okay, it's twofold because yes, there is somebody in the strawweight division more than likely, give Rose problems. Okay, and I'm gonna pull it up, but then there's somebody else who's in the wings that she don't know how good she really is. See, these fighters that they've had to overcome a lot of odds and a lot of near-death experiences. These are the fighters that you want to be aware of, because I call them the near-death fighters. And when they don't give a crap about anything because what they experience is bigger than a fight, those people will go in there and they will take you out. Okay, so with all that said, the person that I'm gonna tell you right now who I think would give Rose, two people. One is Tisha Torres. I think she will give Rose Namajunas a tough challenge, but the other one, not even ranked. That's Tatiana Suarez.
Whoa.
Now, Rose is more technical than Tatiana. Rose is probably faster than Tatiana. But I think Tatiana, though, she possessed something that some of the other fighters in the top 15, they just some of them don't have it. And that is, she's extremely confidently persistent. If I want to put it there, she's confidently persistent, because see, her surviving thyroid cancer, And it's almost like, okay, well, she survived that, you know, and she goes into the octagon now. She don't have a care in the world. And she's like, it's almost like she's fighting like this is her last fight. Tatiana Suarez fights as if every fight is her last fight. And I think that when she finally gets into a position to challenge Rose, that's going to be a tough fight.
Ooh.
I'm just saying, Tatiana Suarez is going to be a tough fight. Mark my words. I mean, she's going to get better. You know, Rose is going to get better. She's going to get better. Because, I mean, you know, and I'm not saying that Vivian Pereira is on Rose's level. No. But she took a mobile Vivian Pereira. Okay, one that's very defensive, that don't take a lot of punishment. Gave Vivian Pereira punishment. And it wasn't just easy. She gave Vivian Pereira punishment. Like, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I think this Suarez girl, I think she's really going to pan out to be, man, because she rough, man. And she big. She's a big strawweight. Big strawweight. That's another thing, too.
It's her size.
But, yeah, it's definitely the size with her.
And I think if you look at it in the comment section, and this is a good question, we got an echo going, Coach. I think that might be, I don't know if that's on my end or your end, but if you look at it in the comment section, these people, you know, our people out here, everybody, oh, shout out to my man Leon. Leon just said, what's up, Leon? What's up, brother? Okay, if you look at it in the comment section, a lot of people are speaking well about Tatiana, man. And so a lot of people think this, Coach. How close in the comment section, you guys tell me this. I'm also asking our expert, our resident expert here, Coach. How close is Tatiana from getting that big shot? Is she being avoided right now, Coach? Do you guys in the comment section think she's being avoided, or do you think she just hadn't received her chance yet at the big time? How close is she to being right now ready to challenge for a title?
I don't think she's being avoided right now. I just think she hadn't had the opportunity. But I think after beating an undefeated fighter in Vivian Pereira, I think that she's going to get her opportunity at a crack at the top 15, which she definitely deserves. I think she deserves a crack at the top 15. Because if we go and we look at Tatiana Suarez, and I'm going to look at her resume, I'm going to try to get to it as quick as I can, but my mouse is really just acting crazy. So I'm going to pull it up, and I can tell you right now. Oh man.
Coach, as you pulling that up, let's answer. Dan Bone says she has to show she has hands first. That's what Dan Bone said. What do you think about Tatiana's hands? Do you think she's going to be lacking in that department? What do you think there?
I don't think her hands are that great. I think they're average, but I think that at first I was like, you know, this girl is really slow and flat-footed. The fight that she fought before Vivian Pereira, nah, man. She changed that all around. She changed that up. She was more mobile this time. She's up on the balls of her feet more, and she was cutting off the octagon. I think her legs and her ground game is on point. Like it's there, man. And once she gets you down, she's not letting you up. There's no way. Okay, you're not gonna do anything to her from her back. Only thing about her ground game is I think that she's very susceptible to somebody good triangle. Now, if you get somebody with a great triangle, then she may be in some trouble. But from the most part, from what I've saw to her, she's dominated on the ground. And now her footwork is better. Whew, buddy.
Got something to watch out for here. But that's exciting because, see, it's always good. And I think it's great for the sport in general. I think it's so good. In most weight classes, we get caught up. There's like 2 to 3 ladies, even on the men's side. There's like 2 to 3 fighters right there that people talk about. I love these Tatiana, these outside fighters outside of the top 15 that are making noise, that are coming in to the light. So I think we should definitely talk about, give them some shine here and talk about them. And great for you guys in the comment section. You guys know your stuff. You're coming out here. Coach, I see this. I know you talk about, you call her crazy Carolina. I know how you feel about Carolina. Do you think Carolina has any chance of beating Rose?
She beat her before.
Well, what I'm saying is the new Rose. I know we're talking. You seem to feel like we have a new Rose now. Like this is not even the same Rose.
I think she got a chance to, but I think it's going to be hard for Carolina to duplicate what she did with this version of Rose. See, Carolina thrives on clinching. You know, that's Carolina's thing is the clinch, and she thrives on that. If she can clinch you to death, you know, Carolina Kovacevic, she's going to deliver knees, and her knees are they're vicious. But if Rose will not allow herself to be clinched, okay, like, and I think this version of Rose, they've been working on some things, and I'm like, whoa, you know, they're working on some things. I don't think Rose is going to allow herself to be clinched by Carolina. I think Rose will be able to maintain the distance and then actually drop Carolina. because you know everybody saw the power in Rose' hands. Okay, everybody saw that power. I think Rose hit her hard enough to drop her. That's my opinion. I don't think Carolina, she's not as technical, man. And see, a lot of times the crudeness of Carolina is what wins her fight because it's crude. It's not pretty. It's not like anything like flashy. Like when you look at Valentina, Joanna, you know, when you see them kick and strike or kick and throw punches, it's a thing of beauty. When you see Carolina, it's not beautiful. It's ugly, but it's effective. But when you fight Rose, I think you got to be a complete fighter because you're not going to run in there. Because if Carolina try to run in there, she's going to get clipped. Okay, if she try to get Rose in the clinch, Rose is not going to allow that. She's going to separate, and then Rose going to keep Carolina at a distance. And you keep a fighter like Carolina at a distance where she can't clinch you, it's pretty much open season. It's open season. You're going to be able to do whatever you want to do to a fighter like Rose. I mean, to a fighter like Carolina. That's the thing.
And so what we need right now is I need my people in the comment section. I need y'all, as you're hitting the like button, make sure you hit the like button. But I need you guys to light it up. I love when you do this. I want to say Carolina, say Rose. I want to know what you guys in the comment section out there feel about that fight. Is it going to be Carolina? Well, would it be Carolina? Would it be Rose? I think one thing, Coach, as far as the Rose thing that a lot of us don't really give credit to. I was watching an interview, I think it was Valentina the other day talking about this and how Valentina had this confidence. Even when we had Roger on, I said on one of my videos, when we had Roger on, the confidence they have is almost scary. Coach, I know you remember this. You remember when Roger was trying to tell us? He tried to tell us about Rose. You remember, Coach? Don't act like you don't remember. Don't act like you don't remember. He tried to tell us, and there was this confidence that Roger had to where he was almost like giggling about it. He was like, and I was like, come on, Roger. Now, I mean, this is JJ, this is Joanna. So there's this confidence. And Valentina says, I saw an interview with Valentina said that she feels like in the rematch, Joanna would come back stronger. She would work harder. She would be more prepared. So she would put forth a better effort against Rose in the rematch. But then Valentina ends it clearly with the result is going to be the same. So they have this confidence, man. And this confidence that, and Rose is now part of this confidence that they have going there with Pavel and Team Shevchenko. And it's just hard for me to see somebody. And I think people are they're underrating that, because a lot of times when you talk to people about Rose, I see a lot of people saying, oh, people are going into the whole thing that it was an accident, that, Joanna saying it was an accident. So people are kind of believing that and saying, well, when they get in a rematch, it's going to be different. I think if you're looking at Rose, you almost have to look at Rose as a whole new fighter right now. What do you think about that, Coach?
Yeah, I think Rose is a new fighter. And actually, Roger, he was the first one. He talking about, man, who's your daddy? Like, it was crazy after Rose knocked out Joanna. Because I picked Joanna. I was like, man, I want Rose to win so bad. I just don't like Joanna, but God dog it, she gonna.
He told us, Coach. He told us.
Right here on the podcast too. He said,
yeah, he told us. It was, and I didn't believe in me. I was like, man, I'm thinking of all the different, but Rose, because I think I was thinking about and that's why I always say when we have Roger and we have these people and these fighters that come on, we can never discount or take for granted the fact that they are there in the camps. They're not just talking about it, they're living it. Roger was actually there. He saw Rose, so he knew Rose was different. So it looks like to me, as we move forward, the only competition that I see that people seem to think, a lot of people think Jessica might have a shot, but outside of that, we have to wait for somebody else outside of the top 15 to come into it. So, Coach, what's the latest? Go ahead.
I got to ask this though.
Go ahead.
And I see some Jędrzejczyk fans here in the comment section.
Come on, that's okay. We're glad they're here.
Comment section. We need you, me and Eric, my boy Amazing Eric. We need y'all to say yes or no. Did Joanna Jędrzejczyk tap out? Did she tap out? Did she tap out? I need to know this right now, please. And then look, if you say yes, I want you to explain this. How are you gonna explain this?
Okay.
Please, comment section. Help us out.
Let's go ahead, Coach. Let's give it to him officially. Comment section right now. It's on y'all. Did Joanna tap? Yes. Did she tap? Yes or no? So George said yes. Okay, Bluebird said yes too. She did not remember.
That's two.
Who else we have? Come on, y'all, speak up. Did she tap? Yes or no? And this is not making fun of Joanna, anybody. Okay, there's another. Got you. Yes. Liz said yes.
I know. I'm making fun of her. He not. I am. Yeah, she up. That's 3, 4. Let's see. 5. Rise above the 8. 6. 7.
Alicia.
Oh, my girl Alicia Miller. That's my hey Alicia. What's up, girl? Yes. Oh, that's what's that? 8, 9. Okay, 10. Oh, Roswell 8.
Wait. Mary said it don't look like a tap. So we got Mary right there.
Okay.
Mary said it didn't look like a tap. Let's be fair. All
Aquarius, right. My girl Aquarius. She said,
yeah.
Yep. The truth from the UK. What's up, brother?
What's up, the truth? What's up, the truth? Wait, we got another no. Moto said no.
My man said nope. Okay.
Okay.
It's 10-2. It's 10-2.
Come on, you guys got to tell us. You got to tell us. Well, here's the thing about the tap, Coach. Here's the thing about the tap. I think that. Okay, Coach. This is what I want to ask you, and I know. We got another level. So, wait, no, that's Mary. Oh, there's another no. Destabilized said no.
That's 3.
All right, let's see. Liz said she was giving somebody a high five. Wait, no, that's Moy said yes, she tapped. So
she gave the bat a high five. What's up, Matt? I see you down here. Tap. What's up, man?
Well, Coach, let me ask you this, Coach, because I know, and I want you to be honest right here, Coach, because I know how you are with Joanna, but I want you to keep it real. Do you think there was any chance that Joanna was so dazed by the moment and just dazed by everything was going on that she really does not remember tapping? I mean, like, what do you think? Do you think she?
Eric, amazing, Eric.
You know
me. Are you trying to suggest to me, okay, and in front of all the hundreds of you and the coaches fans right now, are you trying to suggest to us that she does not even remember tapping out, that she got hits?
No, man. Hold on, Coach. Hold on. I'm not saying she did, but you know me. Everybody in the comment section knows me. I'm always trying to make it fair for everybody. So I'm trying to give the people who believe this a little hope, Coach, and you keep taking the hope from them, Coach. Stop doing that.
There's no fairness.
You keep taking the hope from them.
Because I need to ask you, Eric.
All right, go ahead.
You think Joanna Jędrzejczyk tapped out?
I think she tapped out. I'm sorry, Joanna fans. I'm sorry, Joanna fans, and you guys know me. I love you. You know I show a lot of support for Joanna. I always try to show support for all fighters. I do want you guys to have a voice here on the show, but I do think she tapped. I think she tapped. I'm just questioning. I am trying to question. See, Coach, see how you making me do, Coach? But I am trying to say, if she's saying she was dazed, maybe she just did it out of instinct, but look at the truth. I'm sorry, truth. I am reaching truth. Truth is right. Truth is right. I'm trying to reach across the aisle. I'm trying to help. But yeah, I do think she tapped. I really do think she tapped.
The microphone. Well, y'all mean. And y'all thought I was being mean, making them videos. Y'all mean, boy. Y'all say some mean.
I'm trying to, because I want Joanna fans to feel like they can come here too and watch the show. I don't want them to feel attacked. But the truth is, I do think she tapped. I'm just trying to see, does she know she tapped, or is she lying to herself? Is she just trying to psych herself up? I'm trying to get into the psyche of what's actually going on.
Where is Jimmy J Smooth live and direct in full effect? Jimmy J Smooth, man, I'm trying to get you the link, man. You done left the chat because, man, he has some comments.
I want to get him in. I love Jimmy J. I tried.
Jimmy J Smooth done sold me out, man. Okay, you know what? All right, Jimmy J Smooth, don't worry about it.
Look at the coach. Look at our peeps in the comment section. They're worse than you right now. They're talking too much trash. Look at Joanna McTapper. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Come on, stop.
You guys are just mean. You guys are just mean. Damn it, you're mean.
They just being mean today, man. They just being mean today.
And Alicia, you laughing at this before.
Look at Alicia laughing.
Alicia, how dare you?
Alicia, you're wrong for that. How you gonna explain that?
And you sitting here like, yeah, Alicia, how you gonna explain all this?
Come on, man. So I think the overwhelming. Go ahead, Coach.
Stab talking about his Morse code.
That's wrong, man. So wrong. I'm trying. Joanna fans, I'm trying. Joanna fans, I'm trying. I'm trying to give you guys a little place here, but it's just overwhelming. People think that, did she tap? People just feel like she tapped. I guess that's just the thing. There's another one. Tap, tap, tap. So, Coach, and everybody here, let's ask the question. Let's put it out here. Do you think, in the comment section and asking the coach, and I wish my man Roger, if Roger's out there, I'd love to hear his answer on this too. I want to know, do people think that the rematch will be different? Will Joanna either win, or coach, would you say, because I do think you still pick Rose in the rematch, but do you think Joanna will put up a better effort in, you know, than she did? Well, when she get through the first round, do you think it'll be a better, more competitive fight this time around?
I think she'll get to the second round and
Oh
possibly
my
third.
gosh.
But I think the result will be the same. I think Rose, Joanna is going to struggle with counterpunches. And look, that I've seen Joanna, I ain't seen her fight on 14, but I've watched the majority of her fights. And I'm going to tell you, she hadn't changed much, man. Like, we still know that Joanna Jędrzejczyk need to adopt the ground game. That's something that every fan of Joanna Jędrzejczyk, you can't deny that. She needs to adopt the ground game, okay? She needs to really get used to getting in a clinch. You know, Joanna don't like the clinch as much. She don't like it. But we know that she's not going to, really get her BJJ skills up there, okay? She's not going to learn how to deal with the counter punches. And I think Joanna, she throws a lot of volume. Well, to a counter puncher, that's actually good. Okay, that's really good, because Joanna, when she throws all that volume against a great counter puncher, like, you go back and look at the Muay Thai fights that she had with Valentina. You know, she was trying to throw all that during volume, and Valentina was catching her with the counter, and Valentina dropped her. So it's like, you can't, she got to understand, Joanna need to be throwing 2-3 punch combinations, rotating back to the center, getting back out of there, throwing that leg kick. If that's how she want to fight at a range, she got to do that. She can't stay in the pocket throwing all them damn punches, because a counter puncher, they gonna capitalize and she gonna go to sleep again. That's just the way that is. That's just the way that is.
So you say, coach, you see the second round, or maybe the third, but you still stand beside the coach. Rose will stop her again. She won't make it to a decision.
Yeah, she won't, because what is Joanna gonna do differently? Is she gonna attack Rose, with a ground game? I mean, if she tried that, she gonna lose instantly. Because now you got Rose on the ground. Rose, even before she met Pavel, she could submit. Okay, Rose was not shabby on the ground before she started training with Valentina. Rose actually is good on the ground. So now you're looking at a submission. And let me tell you something. The fighters like Joanna, that they really depend on their striking more so than the other parts of their game, those fighters are also susceptible to a submission. And Joanna Jędrzejczyk is susceptible to a submission. Number one, Rose got the strength to keep Joanna on the ground. See, Rose can do it. Rose got the strength to actually keep that girl grounded. And Rose got the technique. Oh, dang, I almost dropped the mic on this.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We're still here.
Rose got the technique. She got the technique to keep Joanna on the ground. See, a lot of them girls, they wasn't strong enough to keep Joanna down, so Joanna was able to scramble, get back to her feet, and then get back to the center of the octagon and control the octagon again. Against Rose, she's not going to be able to do that. Did you see what Rose was doing to her? Rose immediately began cutting off the octagon. Rose ain't even want to touch. Rose ain't touch hands. Rose immediately.
She did. You're right.
She cut the octagon off. She wasn't wasting time. Her first goal was to cut that octagon off to keep Joanna from moving. Rose did that. And look how Joanna reacted when she didn't have an exit route to get back to the center. Basically, she was throwing those probing punches. And then Joanna tried to get in on the inside, and she kicked Rose one good time. That's when Rose dropped her. Because she threw too much volume. Like, Joanna don't know how to throw the volume, throw 2 or 3, get back out, reset. She don't know how to do that. Because once she gets in a hit, it's like, oh, crap, I'm hitting this person. Okay, well, let me keep going.
And see, I think this is really big when we stand here and I'm checking coach out and I'm looking at the comment section, and it's just crazy to me the way this goes, because, if before this fight happened, before this fight took place a few weeks ago, a month ago, whenever it was, it was amazing that we would have these discussions in the comment section was full of people saying, Rose doesn't really have a chance. And now I'm looking at it. It shows you the difference in Rose now, because as I'm reading our people's comments out here, most people don't even give Joanna. I haven't hardly seen one comment that says Joanna's going to win. If you're in the comment section and you think Joanna's going to win, we're not going to make fun of you. I just want to hear your voice. I just want to hear your voice. Make sure you say it. Make sure you let us know who's going to win, that you think Joanna's going to win, because it's just baffling to me how now most people not only think Rose will win, but Joanna can't even make it through the whole fight. Coach, do you think at least would you give Joanna the credit? I'm not saying give her credit here, but do you think Joanna and her team, the way they're approaching this, with her coming back saying, no, it was just an accident, meaning, and then she says, I'm going to be more cocky, I'm going to be more arrogant, I'm going to be more loud. Do you think that this shows that Joanna and her team, they're not taking it serious enough and they're going to come with the same game plan? Or do you think that behind the scenes, coach, that Joanna and her team, what they're saying in the public is not really what they're practicing, that they're saying, Rose is really good and we have to change our game plan up? Or do you think they're just going to be arrogant and come with the same game plan?
Oh, she's screaming. Trust me, she's screaming. We got to do something differently. She probably went back to American Top Team. She told Mike Brown, and you know how she talked. Mike, man, I just got my ass whooped, man. We've got to do something. Okay, we got to do something. I'm the queen. I am the queen. I'm the queen. And then Michael say, well, no, you got knocked out. You're not the queen anymore. I'm the queen. I'm the queen. See, I know she had that conversation. They had to, because, that's one of her trainers. She's there at American Top Team. An American Top Team, they get results. They do get results. And they don't have to talk. And if somebody really telling Joanna the truth, look, I know you're strong with your striking. I know you are. We have got to get you somewhat of a ground game, because next time Rose may not want to keep it standing. Rose, because I'm telling you, Joanna, Rose had about 3 options. I'm going to tell you the 3 options Rose had. Because, okay, first, Rose neglected to touch gloves. She immediately cut the octagon off. Okay, Joanna had nowhere to go. Okay, basically, Rose had Joanna right where she wanted. Rose could have threw a head kick. It would have landed. Because Rose had already fainted 3 times and drew the reaction out of Joanna, so Rose knew what Joanna was going to do. She could have threw a head kick and got out of there. Rose opted to throw the left hook. Okay, Rose had it pretty much. Rose had the distance already settled. Rose could have took Joanna down, submitted her. See, Rose had 3 options. She chose the left hook. Now, what do you think? What do you think in the second fight? You think Rose is going to do the exact same thing? No. Rose going to come in, and Rose may choose to submit her the next time.
Wow.
Because she's going to cut the octagon off. See, fighters like Joanna and fighters like Holly, they don't change a lot. They don't. If you even look at, Joanna when she fought Muay Thai, I mean, I challenge you, go back and study the videos. Joanna has fought the same, just about. Like, it's very little that she's changed. Maybe they've showed her how to slip punches better. I noticed that in her game. Or, maybe, they've worked on, her strength, which her strength over the years has greatly improved. But it's like, that's it. That's it. Like, when have you seen, Joanna take somebody down and go for a submission? Like, have you ever seen that?
That's true.
I've seen Rose. The same with Holly. When have you ever seen Holly take somebody down and try to submit them?
Okay.
No. These girls, they're used to what they've been doing. They're stuck. They're stuck in what they do, so they do the same thing. And I'm sorry, I done looked all over to see if I could ever find Joanna Jędrzejczyk trying to submit. I checked. I can't see it. I saw her one time take somebody down one time, but she got back up. Like, she got back up so fast, she wasn't even entertaining trying to stay down there, because I think she knew, like, oh, crap, if I stay down here with this BJJ expert, I might get put out. I might get submitted.
Wow. So you're saying, Coach, basically this is what makes this bad business for Joanna, because she wants to stand up. We got an echo coming, Coach. She wants to stand up. She wants to keep it on her feet, but it's dangerous for her when she's on her feet. So she goes to the ground. It's even more dangerous. So that's why you're saying you don't see it getting past 3 rounds.
I don't see it. I think Joanna, she better be protecting that chin, because now we know she's chinning. Okay, we know. I've seen her get dropped on 3 occasions. I've seen her get dropped by Valentina. Okay, I saw her. No, yeah, I saw her get dropped by Karolina Kowalkiewicz, and we saw her get dropped 2 or 3 times by Rose Namajunas. So
yeah,
we know the chin is suspect. Joanna can't take that, man. She can't deal with that punishment. If she taking them shots like that repetitively, she going to sleep. That's just how. That's just the way that is. That's just the way that is.
Coach, and now we gotta ask this, and I gotta ask the people in the comment section this too. So here's the question. The last question on this, and we'll jump to another fight and another situation. But do you think it is even possible at this stage of Joanna's career with the team she has in place, or is she gonna have to do something like Rose did to go find another team to work with? Do you even think it is possible for Joanna to change enough to do something different if there's a rematch?
Joanna has to be willing to actually do something different. She got to be willing to. I think the team she has, you got a lot of specialists at American Top Team. You got a lot of guys there with a lot of knowledge that they're very, very good coaches. But see, sometimes when you're coaching people, and when they're used to doing something, and when you try to teach them something, they object to it. And see, sometimes too, coaches, they're afraid that, oh, well, this person may not want to come here anymore. If we change too much, she was already an accomplished striker. Now we're trying to put all this extra stuff in there. And, you know, it's like the coaches are kind of stuck in a catch-22 because you kind of want to be honest as possible. See, if it was me, if I was coaching, look, we finna go and we finna get into some BJJ tournaments, okay? And you're going to get into some tournaments with no gi. Okay, we're gonna get in there. We're gonna go to some no gi BJJ tournaments, and you finna get in there. You finna roll with some of these top grapplers in the game. Okay, that's what you finna do. And then we finna go to some wrestling tournament. We finna just learn how to wrestle. Then we're gonna do wrestling and BJJ, and because your striking is on point. Like that's if I was a coach, that's what we'd be doing. I wouldn't be spending all my time in the gym striking and hitting pads and heavy bads and mitts and no, she know how to do that stuff. Okay, let's wrestle. Let's really wrestle. Let's put an emphasis on the wrestling part, the BJJ part of your game. But see, is she going to do that? And see, when you look at all her fights, man, I'm telling you, certain fighters, man, they're hard to coach. And I'm not saying Joanna's hard to coach, but if you look at what has she done? I mean, since she's been in the UFC, it's the same game plan. And it's luckily, she was lucky to really get fighters in there that don't understand distance management, and they definitely don't move their heads. Well, now you get somebody like Rose who in there throwing feints. That confused the hell out of Joanna. Like Rose in there throwing feints, Rose in there like cutting the octagon off. And see, Joanna has gotten away with that because, she fought Carla Esparza, who was one-dimensional. She was a wrestler. And Carla couldn't cut the octagon off. So, what did Joanna do? Pieced her up to death. Okay, she fought Jessica Andrade, who, all Jessica did was try to rush right in straight ahead. Jessica didn't try to cut the octagon off. Joanna was able to back up, and Joanna can fight off of her back foot. She can. So she was able to initiate that jab and keep popping the jab. See, you look at some of the talent, and Claudia Gadelha, that was one of her toughest fights. Claudia probably has everything in store except for the stamina and probably the speed. And Joanna is faster than Claudia. So you look at the opponents. Well, now you get Rose Namajunas, who she was 7-3, and nobody, even me, we were like, well, Rose can't do it. But when you look at what Rose has, Rose is fast. I still think Joanna is faster than Rose. But, Rose is fast. Rose knows the other aspects of MMA. I've seen Rose, get in there and beat somebody on the ground. I've seen Rose beat somebody standing, I've seen her do these things. I've seen Rose submit people. So now you got this complete fighter standing in front of you that's going to do things that, one of the greats, Valentina, they've been working on that. Now, what does Joanna Jędrzejczyk do now? See, what does she do? What does she do now? Okay, is she gonna, try to do something different that she's not comfortable trying? No. So she's not gonna do it. But this go around in this training camp, Joanna is gonna have to be willing to learn and throw some stuff out that's not working. Really, even if it's to even get to a point where she can just, even get some takedowns and even just initiate them and then get back up. That's gonna be better than, letting Rose see the same fighter, because that's what we're looking at. The same fighter. We're gonna see. It's unlikely she's gonna change.
Do you think she's damaged goods, Coach? Do you think she's damaged goods? Do you think Joanna is still as confident as she's saying she is in these, like she just said over in China? Do you really believe that, or do you think she's damaged goods right now?
I don't think she damaged goods. I think that she's still. I mean, she's only had one loss. That's stupid to say. That she's damaged goods after losing to a good fighter in Rose Namajunas. I ain't saying Rose is great yet, but Rose is a good fighter. She lost to a good fighter. It's not like she lost to somebody out of the top 15. Okay, so even me, let's be realistic. Yeah, I'm picking at Joanna, and I'm having fun doing so. But realistically, she's only got one loss on the books against a very good fighter. So she's not damaged goods. Now she got damaged in that fight, but she's not damaged goods. Okay, she can come back. And she can turn around, but if she come in there with the same, I'm gonna strike and fight Rose at a distance, that she gonna get slept even faster. Okay, she gonna get slept even faster, and it's gonna happen because Rose already know. Like, okay, let me tell you what fighting Rose and Valentina is like now. Okay, when you fight Valentina or you fighting Rose, it's almost like you taking a test. Okay, you take the test, and let's say you fail the test the first time. Like Valentina, she failed the Amanda Nunes test the first time. But look at the second time, the second time around, she had this knockout artist in Amanda Nunes being very cautious. Why? See, Valentina did something to cause Amanda Nunes to actually not want to throw them punches. Okay. First of all, Amanda Nunes didn't want to commit to the offense because she was scared of getting tripped and taken down. And Valentina, tripped in. See, Valentina already knew this. Second, Amanda Nunes did not like the counterpunching of Valentina. She ain't like that either. See, Amanda didn't want to get caught with a punch she couldn't see. So Amanda changed up her whole game plan. But that's the beauty of mixed martial arts and fighters on that level. See, Amanda Nunes got a plan A, B, C, and D. Valentina, they got plan A, B, C, and D.
That's right.
That's the thing. So Rose gonna do something completely different to beat Joanna. I promise you. Trust me.
So because you're saying that team she's with, they that's how they set it up. It's not just one way of going. And like you said, the fight was only ended. I think it's really important. A point you pointed out there, Coach. I want to kind of reiterate this point. We only saw Rose use the tactic of knocking her out, with the stand-up game. She didn't even get to the submission game, which could have really been. And we see the truth said Amanda passed that test twice. Okay, we jumping into that.
I gave Amanda her credit. She did. But I'm saying Amanda wasn't as dominant the second fight. The first fight, I gave it to Amanda Nunes clearly. Nunes dominated that first fight. The first 2 rounds, I mean, it was a clear-cut winner. Yeah, the fight, Amanda had already had the fight won. All Amanda had to do was survive third round. That's what she did. Second fight, look, Amanda Nunes was not trying to take any chances, okay? She made Amanda Nunes throw her whole game plan out. The first fight, Amanda was aggressive as crap. This fight, Amanda used distance management. She used that, and boy, she beat Valentina with it. Because Amanda knew. Amanda even said, look, Valentina, this is the toughest fight of my career. She said, if I'm fighting Valentina, this is a tough fight. And I'm sure Valentina would echo that, and she would say that Amanda is the toughest fight of her career. I mean, she have to. There's no way that Amanda Nunes is not.
And I think what they did on that, Coach, if you look at that, like you said, it shows that improvement game you're talking about, because I too scored the first fight pretty clear. My view on the first fight is very similar to yours. I thought Amanda got out to the early lead and then just survived at the end. So, but the second fight was super debatable. It was a very debatable fight. I've actually watched that fight 3 or 4 times, and I found myself scoring it for both ladies watching them. I'm like, whoa, I have to go back and watch it again, because that's how close. So that shows that Valentina was able to go back and improve, and like you said, come back and do something that made Amanda change her game plan up. And props to Amanda, because she was able to try to change her game plan up during that time too. And that's what high level fighters do. That's what people have to understand. At a high level, it's high stakes chess. People are changing game plans all the time. And that's the question that we're all asking about Joanna. Can she play chess at that level? Can she do something different? So, Coach, we got to talk about it now. Let's go ahead and talk about it. It's the elephant in the room. It's coming up. We got to talk about a little bit about, if you don't mind, let's talk a little bit about Cyborg and Holly right now, Coach. Are you ready for a little bit of that?
Yeah, let's go and get this in.
Let's just go ahead. I want to ask you straight up, Coach. Now that everything is going, now that the fight is signed, now that we're getting closer, are you giving Holly any more of a chance, or is it still Cyborg by demolition in your viewpoint?
I think Cyborg is going to go in there and she's going to just let Holly Holm have it. And people keep bringing up to the fact that, Holly, they bring up the head kick. The head kick will knock out anybody. I'm sorry. Holly Holm does not, she don't kick better than Joanna JoJo bars. I mean, she don't. And Joanna is a bigger girl, okay? Joanna's a bigger. Look, Chris Cyborg took shin kicks to the dome from Joanna JoJo bars. Bars couldn't sleep her. I'm talking about Cyborg. Yeah. Cyborg jumping back up. And when I interviewed Joanna was like, Joanna said, "Oh, SHIT." She got up, because that shot, she can put people down with that shot. But Cyborg got up right back in her face. So Joanna told me, she said, "Look, this was a fight." She said, "I will fight Cyborg again." She said, "But never in MMA," because I think Joanna understood. Like, she like, if I were to really fight this girl in mixed martial arts, okay, I wouldn't win. She told me, but she took shots from you. And Joanna walks around at about 165, okay, and she weighed in heavier than Cyborg. The fight was contracted at 145. Joanna had to come in easily at 160 pounds. That's a big girl.
Wow.
Okay.
Coach, I have to get you to repeat this, Coach, because see what I always tell people, sometimes there are nuggets dropped and they just go by the wayside. People don't see it. Coach, I need you to repeat this because this is something you heard from Urena. I hear so many times. Urena should just come to MMA. Cyborg lost to her in the Muay Thai. If Urena fought in MMA, the result would be the same. Coach, please tell us again, please, and maybe you need to go a little slower because you're going fast right there, Coach. Slow down and tell us what Urena herself told you about fighting Chris Cyborg in an MMA match. Please do that again, Coach.
Well, Urena even told me personally, she said, I'm not going to do MMA. And matter of fact, me and her we talked last week. And she's done MMA before. But the thing with her is she felt like really she couldn't do much. Like Urena has one MMA win, and that's by submission. She put a guillotine on somebody, and she got beat by Cindy Dandois, who Urena don't have the ground game. Now, if you stand with Urena, you're going to get beat. But Cindy Dandois kept taking down Urena, and eventually she ended up submitting Urena. So, now you got this powerful striker in Urena Jojo Bars, right? Dominates Muay Thai, dominates kickboxing, okay? But then you got this fighter named Cindy Dandois who has zero stand-up ability. Zero. She beat one of the best strikers on the planet. Why? Because it's mixed martial arts. It's not Muay Thai. It's not kickboxing. It's mixed martial arts. The name stands for a reason. So now we put this in perspective, okay? The reason why I relate this to Holly Holm, because you guys got to tell me, when have you ever seen Holly Holm use the other components of MMA in the octagon? When? When have you ever seen Holly? Have you ever seen her try for in the submission? I saw Holly attempt a takedown against Jermaine Durandame. But have you honestly seen Holly Holm try to do some of the other components of MMA? I see a kickboxer in the octagon when I see Holly. That's what I'm looking at. But see, Chris Cyborg, she got more tools. She has Chris Cyborg can stand with you. And if that's unsuccessful, guess what? Chris Cyborg can close the distance. And people for some reason keep saying Cyborg is slow. No, I can get Marion Renaud to attest that Cyborg is fast, okay? Because Marion Renaud trained with Cyborg. They train together. So Marion Renaud gonna say that's a lie. Okay, so we might as well get that debunked right now. Okay. Cyborg is fast enough to close the distance down. I mean, anybody see a Cyborg fight? When they tell me Cyborg is slow, I start laughing. She is gonna cut that octagon off. And Holly's gonna be left with a couple of different options. One, she's gonna have to stand and trade with Cyborg, which that's not gonna be good. Or two, she's going to have to try, okay, to get, and I hate saying this, she's going to have to move against the cage to prevent Cyborg from actually trying to, like really drop her. Use the cage as a person to hold you up, try to shimmy away from Cyborg and get back to the center of the octagon. Okay. And, Lavelle was right. She got to hit some leg kicks, but she's going to have to go to the body. But Cyborg and Holm, it's a pure stand-up battle. Holly Holm is not going to initiate any takedowns. She's not going to do it. And Holly, even in an interview, said that, she's probably not going to change the way she fights. Guys, go look at any fights, y'all. I've never seen her try to do a submission. I've never really seen her initiate takedowns. I mean, none of that. So do you think that now, the fight is a month away? In 1 month, does Holly Holm have a new game plan? Because, to be a GJJ specialist, it takes 3 years to even become a black belt most of the time.
True.
I think Holly, what is a blue belt? Man, nah. She's not going to go from blue to black in, a month? No, I can't see it. I'm sorry.
Coach, I need a little education for me and all our people out here, and a lot of things I hear, a lot of comments I hear. I want you to break something down because you do really well at breaking this down for people. I know the answer to this, but I want you to do it because you do it better than me. What about this thought process that you keep hearing people say? And they say, well, Coach, people might make a counterpoint to what you just said. And they say, well, if this fight is going to be a stand-up fight and Holly is more like a kickboxer, then she is more similar to Jojo Bars. So why, if Urena had that success, if Jojo Bars had that success against Cyborg, why can we not expect Holly to have the same success? Coach, will you please break down for everybody what the difference is between Jojo Bars and Holly Holm? Please do that, Coach.
I'm gonna blow them completely out of the water. Okay.
Please do.
I'm about to. The fact of it is, Holly Holm and Urena Jojo Bars, they're complete polar opposites in the ring. They fight nothing alike. Urena Jojo Bars is going to pressure you. She pressured Cyborg most of the fight. Okay, she took the fight. She pressured Chris Cyborg, had Chris Cyborg backing up. Holly Holm not finna pressure Cyborg. That's number one. So Urena was able to establish, like, look, okay, you're not finna come in here and bully me like you did everybody else. Urena established her push kick. She got in. Look, Urena got in Chris Cyborg chest.
She did.
Okay, she got in Chris Cyborg behind. And see, Holly Holm is not a pressure fighter. She's not gonna do that. Holly is gonna try to attack you at a distance, and she's gonna try to, throw these little probing jabs in hopes to set you up with a kick. That's what Holly does. She's done that for every single fight. If you watch her fights, that's what she does. She did it early in her career too, when she fought against Alana Jones. Same thing. She set Alana Jones up, threw some jabs. Next thing you know, Alana went to sleep. She did it to Betchko Hale. She threw those little probing jabs. Betchko Hale bit on them, and then she kicked. But see, Chris Cyborg, she's not going to bite on all that stuff, man. It's like Chris has been training Muay Thai since that loss, okay? She's been training Muay Thai. Holly Holm struggles against these counter-punching Muay Thai. Cyborg is a good yeah, I did a breakdown video of Chris Cyborg. Cyborg can also counterpunch. Like, I broke it down beautifully in my Chris Cyborg film study. That's proven even early in Cyborg career, she was a counterpuncher. And now she's a better counterpuncher. And we know that Holly Holm, she struggles against the counterpunchers and these people who, these Muay Thai practitioners. I mean, no, man, it's going to be tough because unless Holly, take the blueprint that Urena bars, because I think the fight, if it does remain standing, if Holly can pressure Cyborg, she might have a chance. She might. But then, too, Urena is bigger than Holly, man. She's much bigger. That size matter.
That matters. That's key.
When you cracking Urena, like Cyborg sitting here hitting Urena with everything, you got this tall 6-foot Dutch girl looking at you, still coming forward. Okay? Cyborg hit Urena with everything she had. Urena bars looked at her and kept coming forward. Like it was no done. Like Urena said, nope, I'm not. She told me straight up. She said Cyborg is not walking out of here with her hand raised. That's what she told me. See, I don't know if Holly got that kind of. I said, Urena, but what about when Chris Cyborg cracked you a couple times? She said, I didn't really care. She told me I didn't care. I could care less. The only thing I cared about was actually coming out of there and winning. And she said that my goal was to keep the pressure on Cyborg. Don't give her a chance to think. Just fight the fight. Go right into it. And so Holly Holm not going to do that.
And see, Coach, you're also saying that size Urena has enabled her to execute that type of game plan, because I think what you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong, is the punishment that Urena was able to absorb, you just don't think Holly can take that punishment because of the size, right?
No, she can't do it, man. She won't be able to absorb those blows. I mean, if Cyborg crack you with the right hand, it's a wrap. Okay, like while people playing and say she can't do this and that, that right hand is a killer. And see, you also too, if you look at Chris Cyborg now, she don't even look like she heavy. See, Chris Cyborg had already lost the weight for this fight. You know that Chris had lost the weight. See, Chris smart. See, she knew before the fight even got signed that it's a possibility she'd be fighting Holly Holm. So she been operating at a low weight. I think Chris been at about 150 pounds, 155. That's what she looked like. Yeah. So
she does look like her weight has been down consistently for at least the last 2 to 3 months to me.
She's smart, man. She's real smart, because she's going to stay at that weight until fight time, and then she's going to hydrate. Okay, the day before she's going to hydrate, and then she's going to dominate Holly with the size and strength advantage. That's what she's going to do. And see, Holly Holm, it's going to be a struggle. Well, no, I'm sorry. It's going to be easier for Holly to make the weight. See, they've already thought this out, man. They thought this out long ago. Because I was looking at the weight. I'm like, Chris Cyborg normally walk around at 170 pounds. Yeah. She looks small.
She does.
She looked real small. But they've already started, Eric. They've already started. So
this was a plan. This was their plan all along, is what you're saying.
I think they're playing. Chris Cyborg been looking like light for about 5 months now. Chris Cyborg been looking light for 5 months. Can you imagine? You're used to a weight. You're in the weight range for 5 months.
And I know, Coach, I've been noticing too on her training videos and her interviews when they showed outside running. I was like, man, Cyborg look like she's close to fight weight out, because usually when you see her, it's about 170. So to me, I've been noticing what I would say about 15, somewhere between 15 to 20, with her weight just being down. I don't know specifically. I'm just throwing some numbers out there, but I can tell she is noticeably smaller than she normally is.
Yeah, she is. She is. And she's 32, so by the time to the end of her prime. So she's not too old. 32 is a pretty good fighting age. So, Holly's actually older than Cyborg. So if we really want to talk age and father time, we might want to talk about Holly Holm.
That's Coach. Say that again. Say that again, Coach, because I keep hearing people talk about Cyborg's age. Can you please repeat the part about the two women's ages? Just say it one more time for everybody listening, Coach.
Yeah, Holly Holm is 36. I mean, so
she's the older fighter. That's what people, people keep talking about Cyborg being old and past the prime, but Holly is 4 years older than Cyborg is. So that's, I just wanted that to be thrown out. Coach, let me ask you this really fast too, because I hear a lot, and I think I probably would agree with this. I want to know your opinion on this, but I hear a lot of people say that Holly will be the best fighter that Cyborg has ever been inside the octagon with. Now, Coach, first of all, do you agree with that? Do you think that Holly is the best fighter that Cyborg will ever have fought when they get in the ring?
I think it's Marlos Conan. That's my opinion. I think Marlos Conan gave her the toughest fight. And I will say that because, okay, can anybody, because nobody can ever answer this question, is there anybody on Holly Holm's resume that you think could go in and defeat Chris Cyborg?
Comment section, light it up, comment section. Ask me again, Coach.
Is there anybody on Holly Holm's resume that you think could outright go in there and defeat Chris Cyborg? I mean, Tim, so let's look at this. So we're saying that Holly is the toughest person on Chris's resume, but who is the toughest person on Holly's resume? Like, really, who is it? I mean, you got she exposed Ronda Rousey, but again, she fought somebody with some skill now, and not these people that's running at her.
Yeah.
And then, it's just, okay, so she fought Holly, she fought Misha, who she lost to Misha. She fought Betch Kohea. She fought Alana Jones. She fought who else? I can't remember.
I would say Valentina. To me, Valentina's the best fighter I've seen Holly fight.
Yep.
She lost that. I think that's the best fighter that she fought.
And she fought Jermaine Durandame, which that's another good fighter she lost. So again, who on Holly Holm's resume could defeat Chris Cyborg? I mean, people were arguing, say, well, Coach, maybe Valentina could, maybe Jermaine, if the fight remains standing. I'm just saying, because if the fight remains standing, then Cyborg's strength and size, they're negated, because Jermaine and people like Valentina, they could just pick Cyborg apart from the outside. They could do that. But now when you add the other aspects of MMA, well, that's where the fight goes dirty, because Chris Cyborg gonna go in there and do what she has to do. So, but who on Cyborg's resume do you think could defeat Holly Holm? I mean, we can look at her resume. We can look at her resume right now. We can look at, Marlos Conan. I think Marlos Conan could defeat Holly Holm. I think Tanya Evanger is a 50-50 fight. Okay. I think Gina Carano would have defeated Holly Holm. That's
what I was going to ask you, Coach. That's the name. And let's stop on that name for a minute, because I think this is important. I want you to discuss this with everybody here. Everybody listen now, everybody that will listen in the future. People are sort of underrating, I think, Gina Carano now. It's like it's easy for people to just almost say she was a trash fighter. And I personally feel like Gina Carano is a quality win for Chris Cyborg. What do you feel like that in the way people are kind of discounting Gina?
Gina Carano was undefeated. Okay. And Gina Carano was knocking people out and submitting people. She was undefeated when she ran into Chris Cyborg. That's what I don't understand. Yeah. She was undefeated. And we can't even talk about where she ain't fought nobody. Yeah, she did. I mean, people, it becomes sometimes laughable when I can't even pull it up, man. My stuff acting crazy, but
that's all right.
It's laughable. It's very laughable when people try to discredit, Gina Carano, who is a pioneer in the sport, first of all, along with Tanya Evanger. They're pioneers. Okay. They come in and they beat these people, but that's still not a good enough win. And, then let's get into the weight differential. Holly Holm boxed. She boxed heavier than 145 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, people need to stop. She boxed heavier than 145 pounds. So Holly's already a big girl. So we can't use the size excuse. We ain't finna use that. That's out of here.
And comment section, tell me what you guys think. I want the comment section to do this. Somebody just say Gina or say Holly. If Holly and Gina were to fight, if Gina was still active and doing her thing, do you guys out there think that Holly could beat Gina? I'm trying to see where people are rating that Gina Carano and her skill level and what Cyborg accomplished. So do you guys think it would be Holly? Do you guys think it would be Gina if they fought? Coach, I think you're saying that you think Gina would in fact beat Holly, right?
Yeah. Gina was a counterpuncher. And Holly struggles with the counterpunch. And I'm not sitting here trying to tell you, oh, well, I'm just saying all this mean stuff about Holm. I'm not saying it. What I'm saying is that, what have we seen differently out of Holly Holm? Okay, what? I mean, have we seen anything different when she fought Jermaine Durandame from Betch Kohea? I mean, have we? Have we seen anything different? I think the only thing different she did was maybe she tried to attack Jermaine more, but Betchko Hill, she didn't attack Betchko Hill nearly as much as she tried to attack Jermaine and Valentina. But what different have we seen? That's what I'm asking. We haven't. And you know, they paid Holly a good pretty penny to get in there because trust me, this fight, it was not easy to sign.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy to sign.
Well, I see most people here jumping off saying they think Gina will win. We have a few Hollies. I think Ty Queen said Holly. I Candy here is saying that Holly would have won. Gina was a bit overrated. You know, there are some people now. But the thing about Gina is that a lot of people weren't calling her overrated back then. But as the years went on, and I Candy, you know, I'm not saying that you're wrong about that. Everybody has a right to feel the way they want to feel. But you know, I've just noticed over the years, Gina has become more and more overrated, you know, just because she stopped. But I just remember when Gina was fighting, I remember thinking sometimes I'd be watching Gina and be like, man, she can really fight. You know, she wasn't just stand up. She was knocking people out. She was submitting people. So I thought that was, you know, something I wanted to ask the people. Coach, got to ask you about another one as we jump on through the other one. Oh, yeah. And Coach, I do want to say this. Do you think Holly's going to even be able to get into the later rounds? We're going to jump. We want to talk about Cats and Gano too, but I want to ask you this because I want you to go ahead one more time, Coach, and cover it because I want everybody to hear it every time we talk. This whole concept of the late round head kick for Holly Holm, the late round, somewhere round 4, somewhere around 5, Holly Holm with this late round head kick. Do you even think Holly is going to be able to get the fight into the later rounds, or do you see this stopping somewhere before round 3?
I think the fight, I think it's going to be a second round TKO.
2 rounds. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. So that's, you know, and what do you think, Coach, about, and I know you said it one time, but the stamina thing, Coach, speak on that, because what do you think about these two fighters' stamina? Because a lot of people keep saying, we spoke about the age, but a lot of people keep saying Holly's going to move and she is going to get Cyborg tired. Does Cyborg have stamina issues, Coach?
No.
So
she don't have stamina issues. I don't know where that's coming from. She don't have no stamina issues.
So you don't see that happen?
No. If she fought Urena JoJo Bars tough for 5 rounds and no stamina issues, and they both throw, do you know how many punches that they threw combined in that fight?
Great
they
point.
threw a lot of punches. And in round 5, Chris Cyborg still coming. Round 4, okay, round 1, Cyborg was coming. 2, Cyborg was still there. 3, 4, 5, she was still there. She was still there throwing punches.
Yeah.
Nah, she ain't got no stamina issue. She don't have. She ain't had no stamina. What she gonna move around? Cyborg gonna stop that movement quick. Look, man, people don't call this woman a GOAT. They don't call it a GOAT for nothing, man. I'm telling you. And she gonna put up another dimension. They've been working on this, man. Look, before this fight, you can tell, man, even in some of the videos that Chris Cyborg been putting out on her social media, she done told the story, man. Like, I'm talking about been working out for Holly Holm. Why you think she been doing so much Muay Thai? Why you think she over in Thailand? Why, just because she wanted to see the scenery? No, they've been in Thailand. Why you think she been working with Betchko Hill? Why you thinking she been working out with Marion Reynaud? Why you think? Because Betchko Hill and Marion Reynaud, they both faced Holly Holm. They both faced her. It's common sense. Chris Cyborg is going to be prepared for this fight.
Yeah, that's going to be true. And I see, you know, like MMA Grinders just brought out a good point about Holly, you know, going on late in the fight, and people were saying it could be a doctor stoppage later in the fight. Coach, I also saw TC, I saw Destabilize America jump on this. They both spoke on Holly Cyborg possibly allowing this fight to go into like the 3rd round. I think it was Destabilize. Somebody made a point, it just went up too far now, that she wouldn't want to finish Holly too early, because if she finishes Holly too early, that's going to really make it hard for her to get fights in the future. Do you see that happening, Coach? Do you see Cyborg maybe carrying Holly and letting this fight go for a little while?
If she do, I'd be really surprised. I'd be really shocked, because it's a lot of animosity. And see, she was definitely upset when Mike Winkeljohn said the steroid comment about you know, we need to fight people who clean, and that was the nail. That's the thing that got the bear awakened, you know. So I'm almost willing to bet, man. I don't think she's gonna do it. I think she's gonna go in there and try to end this thing as quick as she can. But you know, I do. Holly Holm is durable, you know. So I don't think she'll get out of there in the 1st round. If she gets Holly out of there in the 1st round, I'm shocked. Okay, but you know, people acting like Chris Cyborg don't have any skill. They acting like she can't stand. Chris Cyborg know how to counterpunch, man. Chris Cyborg know how to slip punches, okay? she's better at it, and she gonna be better at it fighting Holly. You're not training with Betchko Hill because y'all great friends. I mean, her and Marion, they pretty good friends, but no, Chris Cyborg looking for information. You're not sparring with Clarissa Shields, okay? Just because, I mean, they cool, but no. They getting work in. You don't get Mia St. John to come help you. And look, there's another person that faced Holly Holm. Mia St. John did. So all these people that faced Holly Holm, they know how she fight.
Man,
and Mia
that's
St. John, and believe it or not, Mia St. John was emulating Holly Holm. She was doing that when they were sparring. See, people thought, oh, they just slap boxing. They're not really serious. No. You got to understand what you're watching, okay? The purpose of the sparring session with Mia St. John was not for Cyborg to get in there and completely dismantle Mia St. John. That wasn't it. The purpose was for Cyborg to get a look at what Holly Holm, how she's going to move from somebody who's been in there. Now, Mia St. John ain't Holly, okay? But you got somebody who done been in there firsthand. They know how she fight. You got Marion Renaud. They know how she fight. And Marion Renaud can throw a good head kick. So now you got Marion in there throwing head kicks at you, helping you to prepare for this fight. You got Betchko Hill who been in there, that they know. And really, you watch the Betchko Hill fight, that'll tell a story. Because Betchko Hill Betch was counterpunching Holly Holm. Okay? That made Holly Holm slow down and stop throwing so many kicks. And it slowed her down. So now, you got all this experience of people who've been in there. Cyborg, she's not sparring. She's not keeping anybody in camp who's not gonna add to the value of her winning this fight. I'm telling you, the weight loss, Marion, Betch, Mia St. John, and now her and Clarissa Shields finna get back up and start doing some more sparring.
So, Coach, what do you think about a point? Because this is a something I heard other people throw out there. I can't just threw a point out there and said that everybody that Cyborg is bringing in lost to Holly. So do you think that what is that? Because I've heard people say before and make the point, if you bring somebody in that already beat, they're not going to help you. How can a fighter that actually got defeated, break this down for the people, how can a fighter that actually got defeated by Holly still help Cyborg prepare for Holly?
It's easy because they understand the person's nuances. It don't matter if they lost. See, you can actually learn from somebody. See, some people, they may not be the best fighters, but you can learn from them. And, Marion Renaud gave Holly Holm a tough bout. And Marion was still young in her MMA career. Could you imagine Holly and Marion going back at it again for round 2? I would even say, I'd say that's a 50-50 fight. But you have these people that they're professional fighters. Whether they lost or not, they're pros. They understand how to fight. They understand what a person gonna do. They had success against Holly Holm. Chris Cyborg not looking at the fact that they lost. They're looking at the success they had against Holly Holm. They had success. Whether it was big or small, Betchko Hill had a lot of success before she got knocked out. And the fight was close before she got knocked out. So why wouldn't you ask Betchko Hill or, get in there and spar with Betch? Why wouldn't you spar with Marion? Why? It would make common sense because they're going to tell her, well, how they like to do this, oh, yeah, really? Yeah, okay, well, let's do this. See, that's what's going to happen. Well, Holly will try not to throw these punches. So guess what Cyborg going to do? I'm telling you, she's going to attack her, man. She's going to attack. She's going to get in her face. And I'm sorry. It's inevitable.
Yeah, great point right there by Jay Smooth on the boxing side of that. If you guys don't know, John David Jackson got knocked out by Bernard Hopkins, but he helped beat Hop in a lot of fights. But he actually he was really good when Kovalev fought B Hop. He was able to share a lot with Kovalev, even though he was beaten by B Hop. So that's another one that's really a good key point on that. Coach, also I want to go ahead.
One more thing, and Chris Cyborg to me, okay. Now this is just to me. I'm not in Holly's camp. I'm not in there with. It just seems like Chris Cyborg also takes instruction and she's willing to change. And see, I've even heard Holly in interviews saying that, at this stage in her career, it's probably not a lot that she's going to be changing. Like she said it. She's even said something to that extent.
Wow.
And I feel like Chris Cyborg is actually more open. Like she's more open to instruction. Like go back and look. See, I look at everything. Look at both of them in the corner. Look at Chris Cyborg in the corner and look at Holly Holm in the corner. Who's actually taking information and who's actually having the information is there, but they're not really taking it. They're listening, but they're not taking the information and utilizing it. Look and see who's doing it. You'll see that Chris Cyborg is actually, she's acknowledging her trainer. She's looking at them, giving them eye contact. Yes, sir. No. Okay, I understand. No problem. But look at Holly Holm. Holly Holm she don't really look at Mike Winkeljohn. She respect Mike Winkeljohn. She respect him a lot. But you know, I think her adrenaline takes over, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I gotta win this fight. She's not listening. I'm saying. I just feel like she really not listening as much as she should.
Coach, why don't you tell the listeners, so when they're watching fights, something you can share just through experience and watching fights, why don't you tell them what to look for when they want to see if a fighter is, you just touched on it, but when they want to see if a fighter is either listening or not listening in the corner in between rounds, what are some of the things on both sides that you can look for to show you whether they're listening or not?
See, yeah, and I agree with Todd. They got good corners. They do. They both have good corners. But when you listen to your corner, that's the thing. And when you're listening, if you can tell if a fighter not listening first, if the trainer talking and if the fighter's just saying yeah, like like saying yeah before the guy get the words out of his mouth, that's how you know that they really not listening to you. They're saying yeah because they think that you think that you're listening, but really you're not. Like say Eric, if you talking, like just say just talk about something. Try to and I'm saying and I'm gonna cut you off. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, Coach, I was thinking that on our next podcast, what we really should do is we should probably try to bring in more of the listeners. And Coach, you're not listening to me. That's probably
but see, but that's what she does in the corner. Yeah. So I know that there's a part of her like, okay, she's focused on the fight, and I get that piece. But the really disciplined fighters who they can listen to their corners. They'll listen, and also too when they don't look at them at least one time. You know, when they don't look at them at least one time, you know, like, okay, this person talking to you and you don't even look at them once, they ain't listening to you. They nodding their head, they doing that, but they just want you to shut up. They want you to shut the hell up and get out their face so they can go finish the fight. I'm telling you, man, it's so common.
Yeah, and Coach, let's do this because MMA Grinders just said something that I really do think is true, and we do want to cover on this podcast. We want to cover both sides of this. Let's talk a little bit about what we think Holly, possibly can do, or what we think she's training like. Has anybody out there in the comment section? I know we know who Cyborg is sparring with. Coach, do you know any information on the Holly camp? Who is she training with? What is she training for? We know how Cyborg's training. What information can you share for us from the Holly side of things?
They being real hush hush about this. I do know that she's got a couple of people in her gym. And some of them, some of them, I can tell you. Hold on, I'll tell you in a minute. I can tell you in 1 second. See if I can actually get to look at, because she's sparring. I'm trying to remember that.
Well, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Remember, I can't. It's not. I'm doing everything from the top of my dome. I know she's sparring with bro, I can't remember the girl name.
And as coach thinks about it in the comment section, if you guys know who is Holly sparring with, what is Holly doing on that side? What are you seeing from Holly, Coach, as this rolls in? What are we seeing from Holly's perspective? I know Lavelle brought out a really good point about attacking Chris's legs. What do you think Holly could do? Let's just talk about it like you were training Holly for a minute. I want to hear you break it down like you were training Holly. What do you think Holly should do in order to get in positions to attack Chris Cyborg's leg? Let's talk about it from Holly's perspective just a
second. The low leg kicks, and probably, they like to do that little push kick to the knee to try to to try to separate your knee a little bit. They like to do that. That, she probably might want to avoid doing that because that's not going to work for Cyborg. She need to really kick the heck out of them thighs, man. Yeah. Stop the mobility, keep the pressure from coming. She got to do that. But, I think that she's going to have to do more of working the body of Chris Cyborg. She's going to have to do that. If she can't work that body, then it's really going to be a tough night for her, man. And she's not going to be able to cope because one thing about pressure fighters, if you take their legs from them and if you take the body, then they can't pressure you as effectively as they can. They can't do it. I know Holly Holm I know she is doing some training with John Jones. I mean, I know. Yeah. And they're in that gym. She is definitely. That's 100% fact. She's training with John Jones.
Okay.
And there are other people in that gym like Claudia Gadelia. She's training with her. They're in there. So, I mean, she's got some people. She's got Selena Aga. That's, the wrestling submission guru in that gym that's good, who's very underrated, but she's training with her. And it's somebody else in there. I'm trying to remember the other girl name who good.
And
But
coach, as you think of the other girl's name, we see Aquarius and a couple of people have brought up that oblique kick, and you just mentioned, that she killed Ronda Rousey with that kick in the fight. You just mentioned that kick, and you also said you don't think that kick will work on Cyborg. Can you tell us why that kick wouldn't work on Cyborg?
because Chris, she's almost like a tank, man. And see, she's gonna try to check it, man. She's gonna try to check that. She gonna see that coming. Chris also knows how to check the kicks, and so in that aspect, if Chris is checking those kicks, and I don't know if you ever try to check a leg kick or you kick somebody and they check it. I'm telling you, man, that'll stop you from throwing them because
it hurts. It feels like it's gonna break your shin. Yeah,
it do. It do. Trust me, it's the worst feeling in the world.
I've had that before.
When you feel that shin, man, and it hurt. So I mean, Chris is gonna check some of those kicks, and that's gonna stop a lot of it. But Cyborg that's not gonna deter her. That kick is not gonna do it. A lot of people that have tried that. But now Gina Carano has success, kicking her in the thigh. Like really elevate that leg kick to the thigh. Don't try to kick it so low toward the knee, because also too, if you see that kick that low, you can check those. Those kicks, you can check those. Or you can do a parry, which I've seen Cyborg do a parry where you just kind of lift your leg up a little bit, you parry the kick, and then now you can counter. And I can't describe it. It's like a person would throw a leg kick at you. I seen Valentina do it too. You'll just bend your knee slightly, lift it up a little bit. The kick, it stops. And so the person is actually defenseless. They can't do anything for about a half a second. And then you can throw a counter right hand right down the pipe. And I can see Chris, I know they tell, because Holly Holm did that to Betchko Hale. She did that to Marion Renault a few times. So I think she's already prepared to deal with that.
Yeah. And I think that kick, and it's another thing we ask when we talk about that kick. And also, if speaking about the Gina Carano fight, she had, she had really strong legs, but she was kicking. She had some success early with that front kick to the midsection, almost like a jab in a boxing match. She had a little success with that against Cyborg, but it kind of just prolonged the inevitable. It just kept Cyborg off just a little bit. But, Cyborg is like the tide. She just kept rolling in. But, Coach, I was going to ask you, we talk about this head kick. I hear everybody saying that Holly should wait for later in the fight to try to set up that head kick. Is that what would you advise that of Holly, or would you advise Holly to say, hey, try to get it early, get some respect, try to throw it early? Would you advise her to wait and try to do the head kick later? What would you advise her to do on that?
I think she need to wait and actually try to really slow Cyborg down, because a fighter like Cyborg, you have to wear her down. You're not gonna throw your kick. You're not gonna throw your finisher. You're not gonna do it, and then think that you're gonna land it, because that's what they're looking for. But if you can wear her down to the point where she's slowed down, and where now she's trying to get air into the system because of the body shots, okay, now she's gonna be wore down enough, and you can probably catch her leaning into a head kick.
Yeah,
because Holly Holm can throw it. She can throw it very accurately. She's very accurate when she does it. So that's what it is. Okay. And so, and I just found out, they sparring men, they sparring men. But, and then too, with that, I'm like, well, when you spar dudes, a lot of times too, they're not going to go all out on you. But see, when Cyborg sparring these women, like Clarissa Shields, who going to go in there and just try to beat her up, I think Cyborg is getting good work.
And I think that's the problem sometimes, Coach. I've been in boxing gyms and I've sparred, and I've done this myself, actually. The problem is, like, when you spar, it is good to spar men for the strength, I think, for the ladies to do. I do think that's good. But at the same time, a lot of times when you're sparring, you're getting about sometimes 70 to 75% of what they can put out. So it's like they're not really doing that. So if you're going to spar like a boxer, like, for instance, for Cyborg sparring boxing, if she was going to spar and do a boxing match with, let's just think of a boxer around that size. Let's just say she was going to spar with anybody. Even if she sparred with Floyd Mayweather, somebody, like, it doesn't matter. But her sparring with Clarissa Shields was the hot, heated sparring that she needed for boxing, because they're going all out and they will give you that work. I think that, so Holly's, I know that I've read that Holly was sparring with men. Coach, did you just see something that Holly's sparring with a lot of men also? Is that what you saw?
Yeah, she's sparring with dudes, but they're not going to, I don't know if you ever been in the gym. Like, I've sparred with females before.
Me too.
And I'm just not really, they might be tough, but I'm just not really inclined to just throw my hardest at a woman, even if it was Chris Cyborg, because technically she's still a woman. And if you hit
Coach,
her,
you saying that now that Chris Cyborg hit you back, and then we saying, wake up, Coach, wake up, Coach.
I ain't finna get KO'd. I ain't never been KO'd. Trust me.
All right.
I got hit by a 350-pound man flush on the chin, and I was still standing there, so I'm good.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, men, they're not going to go all out against a woman. They're just not going to do it. They may say they are, but they're not. They're not doing it, man. Look at some of the sparring video when these girls fight these men. These men, they're holding back. Okay, they really are holding back. They can do damage, man. So I think sparring with men can be good, but it can also, be a hindrance. I think they need to spar with other women who gonna get in there and bring that darn heat to them. That's what Cyborg been doing. They've been in there. They've been going some rounds. I mean, you see the rounds that her and Clarissa Shields went in there, and man, they did some.
Gosh, that was some heated
throwing. They was getting after it.
Yes, sir.
And then Mary said, "Well, I don't think sparring men is that bad." But when I interviewed Antonina said a dude knocked her out, man. Like Antonina told me, a dude knocked her out. He didn't try to, but it's like sometimes you throw a kick or you throw a punch, or you might throw an uppercut, you might throw a hook, and you don't really know sometimes how hard you're throwing it. And men naturally have more power than women. That's just how it is. Okay. It's not me saying it to be sexist, because everybody want to put everything on sexism nowadays. But that's a formal truth. Men have more testosterone in their body. A man can throw a punch, and if he hit a woman, connect just right, she going to sleep.
And Coach, you know what? I agree with Mary that it's not a bad thing to do. And sometimes it's just the weight of the guy. Just so it's not. I don't think it's a bad thing, and I don't want Mary to think that we're saying it's bad that Holly. It's not bad that she's sparring. But she might want to get some ladies in there who are going to go 100 on. I think that's what you're saying, right, Coach? You need some people in there that's going to get after her, too. Because John Jones is not going to go at her like, a fellow female fighter would go at her. So I think that's what you're saying on that.
John Jones kicked her, man. She be going to bed, man.
Yeah, so wait, MMA Grinder said, wait, Coach, go back. Your girl got KO'd. No chance. Oh, he's talking about Antonina. So, okay, I was
No. She got KO'd by a dude in sparring.
I think he just wanted to give you a hard time on Antonina. I think that's what that was about. They know that they do that. But I think a mix. What'd you say, Coach? Go ahead.
Antonina, boy, she tough. Ain't nobody ever KO'd her, not in the ring.
Well, we ain't gonna get that started. We're not gonna get that because I know TC is out there getting his hands ready if you start talking about Antonina. So we'll do that. but we'll look at it like that. And I did want to cover that from Holly's perspective. This is the last thing we can say on this, and we'll jump to something else. Comment section and Coach. We hear a lot about Holly Holm having the advantage because of her past and her history as being a professional championship level boxer. Coach, what advantage, if any, do you think Holly can actually do enough striking wise with her boxing to bother Cyborg? Comment section, you get in there, answer the question. Thank you, Mary. I see you understand. It's all love, fam. Comment section, I want to hear your thoughts. Coach, your thoughts. Can Holly actually bother Cyborg with the punches?
Yeah, I think she could if she commit to him. But see, she don't commit to him. Like, if you just throw on a jab to probe to keep Cyborg away from you, well, that's not going to make her respect your power. Holly got to get in there and commit to a punch and actually intend for it to hit. Don't just probe. Don't try to set up for the head. Look, show Cyborg your hands. Show her your hands. Let this girl know that, okay, you know how to box. You know how to fight. Show her your hands. Get in there and bang with her. I think a lot of people, they want to take the timid route. They want to back up. From Cyborg, if it were me, I know it's not an MMA bout. If I'm Team Holm, I'm watching a Jarena Bars fight. I'm watching that fight. I know it's a little old, but I'm still watching the fight. I'm looking at the pressure that Jarena did. I'm looking at how Jarena made Cyborg respect her power. She made Cyborg respect her. See, what? No, you're going to bag me up into a corner and beat me all night. No. Okay? Holly need to show Chris them hands. Okay? Don't give me no probing punches. Don't punch and try to step into a punch, hit Cyborg flush, okay? Hit her flush.
And that's how she stepped in on Ronda, Coach. She was stepping into that left hand. She was really stepping into it, but she hadn't done that since,
And then let's bring this up too, because people want to compare what Holly was a heavy underdog against Ronda, but the people making these odds, they're looking at resumes, man. These people, they're really not looking at fight breakdowns. They're not watching fights. And if anybody would tell you that, you got Holly fighting a one-dimensional fighter versus a multi-dimensional fighter. This is MMA. Anything could happen. But the likelihood of Holly doing what she did to Cyborg, it's unlikely because everybody knew Ronda was one-dimensional. But see, Ronda managed to make it work for her. And she kept winning. So nobody really wanted. The only person who really wanted to address Ronda being one-dimensional was Ronda Mama. Ronda Mama, Dr. Andy Mars, called it. She said, Ronda's winning now. And I'll never forget she said this, but she said eventually, because she's training with that idiot Edmond, she's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, she did say that.
Andy Mars hit the nail right on the head. Okay, she knew.
Man. And I think when you look at it like that, Coach, when you look at it like the one-dimensional nature of it, and also I want to touch on what you said about when you say Holly, and just so people know, and I'm sure they know this, but I don't even think you're suggesting that Holly should just be flat-footed and bang with Cyborg, but you're saying she does need to step in and gain respect. I kind of look at it, any of these fighters that are just known for power, and they're those kind of fighters. I kind of think on the boxing side, like when Andre Ward fought Kovalev, he moved, but at times you have to bring something to him also. Even if you go back to Buster Douglas fighting Mike Tyson, you have to bring something to that person who's that fighter who's got all that power, and people fight them nervous, because you can see when people fight Cyborg, they're nervous. Now they're nervous for a reason. So I think it has to be just a mix of Holly's movement, but I agree with you, Coach. Holly needs to step in and commit and sit down and let that left hand fly. Even if she misses, even if Cyborg blocks it, it's still going to let Cyborg know, I'm here, I'm throwing, and I'm actually throwing to try to hurt you. I think that's a big deal.
And you're not going to dominate me. See, that's what she got to do. Because if she win, yeah, man, she getting props.
Yeah.
She can't be the same Holly that fought, Jermaine, the same one that fought Valentina, the same one that fought Betchko Hale, the same one that fought Misha Tate, and not be that same Holm that's stepping in there against Chris Cyborg. If we start seeing shades of that Holly, it's gonna be a short night, man. It's gonna be a wrap. December 30th gonna be here before we know it. I'm telling you.
Oh, it's gonna be here really fast. And Coach, I like every time you say something, I like you to break it down. So we threw Edmond out there. We talked about Edmond and being a horrible trainer. And the Truth just had a good joke. He cracked. I'm still kind of laughing about that. But what do you think, Coach, as far as Edmond? Can you tell the people, Coach, can you break down to people what you feel made Edmond a bad trainer? Just tell us, break it down why he was a bad trainer.
First of all, he ignored the girl. When she came in there, he ignored her. And, he couldn't see that this girl actually is athletic. You couldn't see that, this girl had her judo skills are really impressive. You couldn't see all of that. It was just somebody else in the gym. Like, you didn't know you had an Olympian right there in your gym. Analyze, okay, who is this in my gym? Turned away, like that's what he did. And then when he finally figured out that, oh, wait a minute, this girl is tough. She can fight. She got some judo skills. I think she'll be good. Okay, then he was stupid because he didn't bring in the right people to help with the camp. Edmond wanted to do everything himself. He wanted to do everything. He didn't do much for the judo because she already had a good judo background. It was solid. They didn't. I mean, Ronda's judo background was solid. It was there before he even met her. But you should have got in some coaches, man, some striking coaches. Even if he just wanted to do certain things with the striking, he'd been the head coach. And then you get another coach that specializes in boxing, just pure boxing. Okay, second, he should have had Ronda fight in a lot of amateur boxing tournaments, man. And they got him out there, man. I mean, everybody knew, man, she wasn't a good stand-up artist. So what are people going to say? Well, Ronda's working on her stand-up. You put Ronda in there with these like amateur fighters with no experience, okay? That's what you do. You stick in there. But see, you know what it was? It was the whole status where Ronda Rousey had all this status, And if Ronda go beat by some simpleton, her devalue the price of Ronda Rousey and what she, worth, instead of actually letting the girl go on and do it, man. They stupid. They stupid.
Just point blank, simple like that. So, Coach, let me ask you about this before we close here. I definitely want to get on to this.
We got to talk about Keith Thurman before we go. That's the last thing.
Yeah, we got that too. But I definitely want to ask you about Cat, because we got Cat Zingano back now. I want to ask you about Cat. I want you to give everybody an initial breakdown. For the people who are not familiar with Cat's opponent, Coach, why don't you break it down? Tell us who Cat is fighting, and tell us if and how dangerous this fighter is for Cat.
Yeah, this gonna be a dangerous fight for old Cat Zingano. She fighting Ketlin Vieira, and Ketlin is dangerous, but this is a winnable fight. It's a winnable fight for Cat Zingano. It's winnable, and we don't know what version of Cat Zingano we're gonna get. Okay. If we get the cat that fought Amanda Nunes, she gonna do some damage. If we get the Cat Zingano that fought Juliana Pena the first 2 rounds, Cat Zingano could win this fight. But if we get the same Cat Zingano who, you know, in the 3rd round of the Juliana Pena fight, she just gassed out. But against this Brazilian Ketlin Vieira, it's a wrap. And Ketlin, she's not in there playing. I think Cat Zingano, I think their stand-up are both. I think they both got average stand-up, you know, both of them. Because Cat is not looking to stand for a long period of time, and Ketlin Vieira will stand, but I think she's just too slow. I think Cat Zingano, her takedowns are better than Ketlin's. But I think Ketlin can roll better than Cat Zingano. I think she rolls better. But Cat Zingano has some of the most powerful and explosive takedowns in women's MMA. And if you ever seen her takedowns, they're explosive. Like she picking you up off your feet.
Oh yeah.
And she's throwing you down. She's not tripping you. She's picking you up off your feet, and she's manhandling you to the canvas. I see Ketlin, you know, she'll trip, she'll take you down. Once Cat gets you down, if she can get the ground and pound initiated, that's going to be a strong point. But Ketlin is a better roller. So if I had my choice, you know, I would favor Cat Zingano probably a little bit more, just a bit. But, you know, to me, the fight really is a 50-50 fight. And I even did a power chart that kind of showed that, look, this fight is up for grabs. But I think it's Cat Zingano's to lose. I think if Cat go in with a good game plan, because Ketlin sort of reminds me of Juliana Pena. That's how she fight. And Cat Zingano know how to fight these wrestlers. Like, she know how to fight them. So go in immediately. Don't rush in there, but just go right in, get in Ketlin's chest, take her down, pick her up, and there you go. I mean, start doing damage. That's what she got to do to Ketlin, because Ketlin is big. She's a big bantamweight.
She is a big bantamweight. She's a big bantamweight. Yes, she definitely is. Coach, let me ask you this, Coach, because TC just asked this. Why do you think they pushed this fight all the way out to 222? Is it because of the weight? Is Cat needing more time to get her weight down? I've heard of this because of the weight, but why do you think they did that?
Cat been out of action for a long time, you know, and she got to do some things, man. She got to do some things. She got to get people to spar, and it's just it's a long process, man. People don't understand what going to getting into a fight.
Yeah,
and they had to push this thing out, because if not, you put it like in UFC 220 or 221, Cat Zingano gonna end up getting slept, man. She gonna go to sleep. She put it in there too fast. That's just the way that is.
Coach, give us a little insight, bro. Give us a little insight. Tell us, because you're right. People don't know what all goes in. What are just some of the things that people don't know that a fighter that's been out like Cat has to get back to, and the things she has to go through to get ready to fight somebody like Ketlin? What are the things people don't know?
Well, definitely, actually getting the right sparring partners, and then you have to travel. In a lot of cases, you got to go to different gyms to get different looks. Okay, then you have to get, in some cases, you got to get extra trainers in there. Okay, you got to get extra trainers that can help you with what you need for that particular fight. Okay, another thing that, people don't know is that, the dieting, but not just the dieting, but, they got to go get blood work done. They got to get these medicals, and, they can already have a fight signed, but if they don't pass the medicals, then they can come back and say the fight's off. Also, too, they got to eat for their blood type. It's crazy, man, that a lot of fighters, they get blood typing to figure out what you can't eat during training camp so you can make weight. And if it's a fighter who their weight fluctuates up and down, see, now they got a problem. And some fighters, they don't even get to spar like, they spending time like doing cardiovascular work trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they got to go to bed at a certain time, man. They got to get up at a certain time. They got to, they got to deal with injuries that they already have that's been lingering around. And then a lot of fighters, they don't tell you, they get hurt in training. They get hurt. They get an injury that they're dealing with, and it's like they still got to go out there and fight. If it's not an injury that's going to like keep you from walking, the rule is you go fight. If you can still walk, you fight. They deal with other stuff, man. Then, they're away from their family. They're not with their family a lot. Like they're out fighting. So they got kids, they got to find people, man, to get them kids to school, to get these kids wherever. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, man. And then, they got to do obligations with their sponsors. Then you got people like me that want to interview you. Then you gotta do stuff for the press, man. You gotta, keep up with your social media accounts. I mean, it's just a lot of things that these fighters, they gotta do. That's just some of it. That's not even all the stuff that they do to get ready for a fight. And then you gotta have people, in place to actually help you avoid some of the things that you as a fighter, you can't take care of while you're training. Like you gotta allow certain people to handle stuff like your social media, to handle your kids, to, you're not going home and making dinner for your family. If you're a female, you're not doing that. You're in the gym. So it's man, And then, a lot of these fighters, they got to go to psychologists. People didn't know that. They got to go sit in a chair. And these are fighters that don't have mental problems. They got to go talk to a psychologist. So,
and coach, I think another thing is, that's great insight. That's great. That's why I want you to do that, because a lot of times, we just brush past points, and I want you to really break it down so we can give the listeners a chance to know everything that the fighters have to go through. And like you said, that's just a portion of what they actually have to deal with right there. The other thing I was going to ask you, coach, because I've heard a few people mention this in the comment section. I don't know if this is true or false. Do you know this, coach? Does anybody in the comment section know, did Cat really suffer brain damage? Is that true? Because some people have said that this long layoff has to do that she had a brain damage. I think they said it was in the Amanda fight, in the Nunes fight. Is that the fight they said it happened in?
If that's the case, then they would have never let her fight Juliana Pena.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I haven't been able to get a definite answer on that, if that's true or if that's just a rumor. So I was thinking maybe you had a little bit more, but you don't know either on that, right?
Nah, I don't think they said. Well, they said what Nunes did. See, I think that's just hearsay, because that's never come out on any publication. I know Kat sees a psychiatrist. Okay, I know she sees a regular psychiatrist. She sees that psychiatrist over and over and over. Man, that's to get her mental right. But that's about all I can think of.
Yeah, so I think that. So, coach, you right now, you call it a 50-50 fight, but you feel like if the real Cat Zingano shows up, you lean toward Cat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And coach, you see who just jumped in? Look at Lala jumping in here late, coach. She coming in. Look at her. Look at her.
10 minutes left now. We're finna talk about Keith Thurman.
Yeah, we got about 10-15 minutes left. So if you guys did have one more question, let's give them a chance, coach. If you guys had one more question for the coach before we go over to Keith Thurman to our boxing, shoot that question out now and see if you want coach to answer. Go ahead, throw it out there. Any other questions for coach out there? All right, coach. Well, let's let it rip. What you want to talk about next, coach?
Yeah, Keith Thurman. He done came out talking about, he don't plan on fighting Errol Spence till 2019.
I don't even really know how to start on this one. I'm making a video now. I keep starting and finish because I really want to put some stuff into it about this whole Keith Thurman thing. But, oh my goodness, coach. I don't like Edward Brown just said, Keith, no smoke Thurman.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, coach? You see that? Destabilized America said, please do a podcast about 90s boxing. Coach and I will get together about the 90s, about boxing in the 90s. We'll do that, Destabilized. We'll get together. We'll touch bases on that one. That podcast is coming. If anybody have any other requests, throw them out there. If you want to see Coach and I and all Jay Smooth talk about something, throw it out there. We'll do it. Wait, why Valentina against Nunez? Okay, that's another. Liz, go ahead and get Liz's question in. Why Valentina didn't take a risk against Nunez? I don't know if she's talking to you or somebody in the comment section, but I want to make sure we got their questions before we got to Keith Thurman. I don't know. She might have been talking to somebody in the comment section, but she's asking why Valentina didn't take a risk against Nunez. I guess that's just because, Coach, I think we were talking about that earlier when we were talking about that. It was a chess match, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we done that. Let's get on Keith Thurman.
Yeah, okay. Keith Thurman right now. Let's go for him, Coach. Go do it.
Yeah, man. Keith Thurman, and it's a lot of Keith Thurman fans, man, that come to the video and be like, yo, man, y'all tripping on Keith. Stop, man. Keith ain't got to do that. Why does he have to fight Errol Spence Jr. now? Errol Spence Jr. There's no viable stock in Errol Spence Jr. Keith has worked hard to build all that he has. Yada, yada, yada. I don't give a damn. I'm a fan. I just want to see the fight. And that's all.
And I think it boils down to this with Keith Thurman, and I think it's clearly a business decision that he's making here. I think he just feels like it's something that he would rather avoid if he could and push it to 2019. I'm just thinking that if I was advising Keith Thurman, I would say, Keith, in private sectors when we're talking one-on-one, I would say, look, if you don't want to fight Errol Spence right now, don't go out there and tell people you're not going to fight him in 2019. Because at least make the people think you're going to fight him in 2018, because it's such a bad look for Keith to say that. I also heard, and Coach, I want to get your thought on this. What about even, you look at Sean Porter, and I'm not trying to hate on Sean Porter. I'm not trying to hate on Keith Thurman. I'm a fan of both of those guys. But you heard Sean Porter. Now, he lost his belt to Kell Brook. I think that was the IBF strap, the one he lost to Kell Brook. And he said his mission was to get his belt back. But now Errol Spence is taking that belt from Kell Brook. And I was listening to Sean and Kenny talk about it, and they said they're just not even interested in that strap anymore. They're thinking about the WBC. Their plans don't even revolve around the IBF strap. And so now all of it, so everybody's looking really bad with the way they're clearly trying to avoid Earl Spence. And what do you think about the Porter's thing, Coach, with them saying now they have other plans. They don't even want their belt anymore.
Yeah, can't go, K Diddy Kitty Porter. You know what? Here go the thing, man. He talked all that junk about Errol Spence Jr. Talking about, oh yeah, I used to train him and we used to do all kind of stuff. And but pump the brakes on Errol Spence. Pump the brakes. Just pump the brakes now.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely don't want to put him, in front of everybody else right now. We don't want to do that. Hold on now. And now, y'all don't want to fight him. See, this is why, Eric. This is why I come on here, and I much rather just talk about women's MMA. Honestly, I talk about boxing because I do have about 1,500 subscribers who sub to me for boxing. So I'm not going to stop talking about it, but this is why I make more women's MMA videos, because
same with me.
You know what? In the UFC or just MMA period, Invicta, these fighters, they have to fight. Okay, they have to. And you're under the same banner. So if they put you against somebody, you got to fight them. I don't care what the fighter tell you. They can come on and say, well, I want to fight this person. I want to fight. No, it's whatever they tell you who you going to fight. That's who you fighting. Unless you're Holly Holm or unless you're Conor McGregor. But you see, in boxing, these guys, it's acceptable now. And then you have people that'll say, well, Keith Thurman, Keith Thurman don't owe Errol Spence anything. Keith Thurman don't owe Errol Spence anything. He don't owe him nothing. Errol Spence need to go out and build his own legacy. Well, how does he build a legacy? See, how does a fighter beat somebody or fight somebody that really just won't fight them?
That's true.
How does a fighter, how do you fight somebody if you've never fought anybody? How do you fight somebody? That's the thing. If they don't want to fight you,
if they don't want to fight you, how can you build a resume? If the person does not give you the chance to build a resume, it just makes no sense to me. And I agree with you, Coach. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And it's the thing, man. It's like, okay, this boy Errol Spence. He's on fire. Okay, he the IBF champion. He just impressively knocked out Kell Brook. Okay, he just did all of that. He did everything. And now this guy's saying, look, I want to fight the champions. Then he said, hey, Terrence Crawford, hey, let's go ahead and get a belt and let's fight. He's not ducking Terrence Crawford. He said, hey, let's get a belt. Let's fight, Terrence. Let's fight for all the straps. But ain't nobody want to fight Terrence Crawford. It seems like Errol Spence the only one who actually seemed halfway excited about getting in there with Terrence Crawford.
That's exactly right. And Terrence Crawford, I think, will be the only one to fight Errol Spence. Those two guys seem like they'll get it on with anybody. I do think that Terrence Crawford will be the first one we'll see that'll and to me that seems unfair because Terrence is just coming to the weight. Why does these guys has been sitting at the weight, have done that. And Reggie the Tree just made a point and asked us what happened to boxing. Reggie, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I wish, Coach, and I can answer that because I agree with you, Coach. Sometimes it's hard to make boxing videos because of this kind of stuff. The sport would be so much better if they would fight. When I look at what, and again, this is no disrespect meant. It's important for me to say this. This is no, peace out, TC. TC said he got to get out of here. Peace out, TC. Always
TC,
enjoyed you, bro.
We about to follow you too. I'm about to get out of here too.
I got to get out of here too. But it's no disrespect to any of these fighters. But if you look at Danny Garcia, if you look at Keith Thurman and you look at Sean Porter and you look at Angel Garcia and you look at Kenny Porter, the way these guys are clearly avoiding and ducking Earl Spence is just a horrible look for the sport. I mean, when you hear the Porters coming with this stuff, like your first thing when you lost your belt, I'm going to repeat it again. You lost your belt to Kell Brook and you said your mission was getting that belt back. Then Earl Spence gets that belt and you all of a sudden you say that belt is not even an important belt anymore. That kind of stuff makes the sport look bad. And you can't even argue and say nobody's knowing Earl Spence. He's on fire. My Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day, oh my God, my Cowboys were getting the real slop beat out of them on Thanksgiving Day. And the only thing that made me happy is at the end of the game when we're getting blasted, they showed Earl Spence on Fox on national TV. They put his name up and they said, this is the welterweight champion, Earl Spence, on a nationally televised Dallas Cowboy game. So this guy's getting attention, man. There's no excuse for these guys to not fight Earl Spence. It's actually, to me, Coach, I don't know what it's like to you, but it's sickening the way they're avoiding Earl Spence to me, man.
Yeah, it's just sickening in the whole sport, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm boycotting a lot of different things and fighters, and you got, you got Terrence Crawford and Joseph Ndongo. They wanted to fight. They actually wanted to get in there and get cracking, so they made the fight happen. These fighters, they can make the fight happen if they really wanted to. They can. So they made the fight happen. Then you got Errol Spence Jr. and Kell Brook. You know, they made the fight happen. You know, so see, my thing is, you know, what is up with making the fights? Like these guys, everybody want the Floyd Mayweather treatment. Everybody. And these guys, they so lazy. They don't want to do what's necessary. Everybody want to be undefeated. And they think that loss, because Floyd done got it in everybody's head that, well, if you lose, you just lose. Yeah. And, they need to go ahead and they need to do, they need to do what Floyd did. They're not willing to put in that kind of work. They don't want to do that. They don't want to put in no work. They don't want to do the groundwork. They want to just receive, They just want to receive. They want to get what they get. Yeah. And that's stupid. You know why? You just want to get what you get, but you don't want to work for what you get. They don't want to do that. You got Lomachenko and Rico. They made the fight happen.
That's right. That's right.
They're fighting. So what's the difference? And people come on, I'm not a Lomo fan. I'm a fan of Lomo because he want to fight the best.
That's right.
Coach, I have no problem.
Coach, we got to say good night to our people right here. Reggie the Tree said he's out. Peace, Reggie. He said peace to us. Michael Myers says, thank you so much for coming through. Good night from Brazil. She said, shout out from Brazil. You know me and Coach got a lot of love for Brazil. I just wanted to let you holler at them on the way out the door, Coach.
Oh, yeah. I loves me some Brazilians now.
Yeah.
Got them darn Brazilian women. That's what's up.
Go ahead, Coach. Get back to what you were saying. but yeah, no. Go ahead. Yeah, no, exactly like you said, when fighters want to fight, and I think I think K Black is in the building too. What's up, K Black? I think I saw you on the comment thing. When fighters, K Black boxing. I think that's gonna be K Black's new thing, Coach. Whenever K Black come in, we're gonna say K Black boxing. All right. So anyway, when fighters actually want to fight, when they really want to fight, they can fight. They can really. So all this stuff, and the Floyd Mayweather thing is. Floyd is such an anomaly. I think they should understand that when they sing that song in the UK, there's only one Ricky Hatton or Carl Froch or Anthony, whoever they're singing it for. They should really have a song saying there's only one Floyd Mayweather, because there would never be another person who did a career like Andre Ward said, I'm not even trying to be like Floyd because that'll never happen again. But what they don't want to remember about Floyd Mayweather is Diego Chico Corrales, Gennaro Hernandez, Jose Luis Castillo, when Floyd was actually fighting the top guys in the weight class. They just want to jump and be Money Mayweather. And Floyd will even tell you now, they don't want to think about what I did when I was Pretty Boy Floyd. They just want to be Money Mayweather. And especially with Keith Thurman, Coach, what do you think about Keith Thurman spent a lot of time being mad. Keith Thurman spent a lot of time being mad at Floyd Mayweather for Floyd Mayweather doing to him exactly what he's doing to Earl Spence right now. What do you think about that?
I think it's hypocritical, man. And the guy, I don't even think his heart is in boxing anymore, man. I really don't. I don't think his heart's in boxing. I don't think he want to even just go through the stuff. I think he's really just married now, and you know what? He wants to enjoy the fruits of being married, enjoying his money, what he has. But at the end of the day, man, people gonna remember, that you didn't fight the best. They're gonna remember. And his resume is not much better than Errol Spence's. If you really want to be honest, his resume not much better. I think he's got Errol by about 2 fights. So they're both champions. Go ahead and fight. If not, then what Errol Spence need to do, man. He need to start targeting some of these other guys at 147, man. If Keith Thurman Keith physically just said, I ain't fighting you. Okay,
that's what he
so
said.
that it ain't nothing left up to an imagination. The man said, I'm not fighting. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting. And I can even understand if he said, listen, I want to take me 1 or 2 tune-up fights. But, I'm going to fight 3 times this year, and the 3rd time will be Errol Spence. I have no problem with that either. That, to me, that's good. Okay. I can live with that, and I'll be happy about that. But just to tell me, oh, okay, well, I know I ain't fighting Errol Spence till 2019. Well, what does that say? Really? It'll get 2019. Errol Spence, if he's still dominant, it'll be another excuse why the fight won't happen. It'll just be excuse after excuse. And that's just how it is, man. That's
and
just how it is.
Coach, you touched on something else I want you to hit. I know we're getting ready to get out of here, but please clear this up for our boxing fans out there and for people who might not know this. Keith Thurman and people, once again, no disrespect to Keith Thurman, but Keith Thurman and Keith Thurman fans, no disrespect to Keith Thurman fans either. But they keep talking about Earl Spence hadn't done enough. He hadn't put in the work that Keith Thurman put in. Can you please tell me who Keith Thurman has on his resume? Because Keith Thurman has the big names. He has the Danny Garcia and the Sean Porter thing that he did lately. But I'm going to say Earl Spence is already beating the man that beat Sean Porter. So, he beat Kell Brook. So what I'm saying is, okay, I'll give you Danny Garcia, but like, what does Keith Thurman really have on his resume that Earl Spence doesn't? What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, you got Danny Garcia and Sean Porter.
Yeah,
Those are
but
his two big notable wins. That's it.
yeah, I mean, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
it.
Yeah,
And he's and
go ahead.
Keith Thurman walking around here like, he the top dog, he the big dog. Well, you got to earn your stripes. Wait a minute, what the hell? Earn your stripes?
It's a
You
trip,
ain't
man.
earned your stripes. You ain't fought no Miguel Cotto. I mean, if you want to compare to Floyd, you ain't fought Miguel Cotto. You didn't fight, fighters with the caliber of a Sugar Shane Mosley.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you didn't step in there and fight Saul Canelo Alvarez at a disadvantage.
That's right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know, he tried to fight Marcos Maidana. He actually did want that fight, so
He
I give
did.
him credit
He
for that.
did. He did.
He
He
wanted
did
to
want
fight
that fight.
Marcos Maidana,
Mm-hmm.
but you still hadn't fought anybody of that caliber. He fought Robert Guerrero. They fought the same person.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
that's true. Mm-hmm.
but he ain't fought no guys with the likelihood of Diego Chico Corrales. He ain't fought them kind of fighters. He ain't fought
Because
nobody on the caliber level of Oscar De La Hoya in his prime.
that's
I
what I
mean,
don't get. Why but he's trying to act like his resume is like Floyd Mayweather's resume, where he can sit back and say, Earl Spence has to do this to get to me. He has to do this to get to me. He has to do this, and it's just when I hear that stuff, I go back and I look at Keith's resume. And the thing is, with Keith is, how we said on the MMA section of this podcast, we were talking about how Rose is two different fighters. Keith Thurman is like that too, but it's in the reverse way. And when he's gotten work, there are two different one-time Keith Thurmans. When Keith Thurman was trying to get in there with Marcos Maidana, he was hungry. He one time wanted to do it with anybody. He was ready to go. This one time now that sits outside the ring at the Devin Alexander fight with the cheeseburger, with the ketchup packets in his hand, can't take a bite of a cheeseburger without squirting some more ketchup on it before he take the bite out of the burger. That Keith Thurman is not, like you said, this guy just doesn't seem, to me, I think Keith Thurman might actually cash out and retire. People think I'm crazy when I say this. I think Keith Thurman might fight him a few more fights this year. He got Al Heyman working. He's going to get paid. And I can see Keith Thurman maybe retiring before he even gets to Earl Spence. I can just see him saying, hey, maybe in 2019 he's done. Do you think he would do that, or do you think he's for sure going to fight Earl Spence?
Nope. He's not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably even find an excuse to retire early. Yeah, I mean, it's the nature of how the sport is going nowadays, man. This is how it is, man. You got this whole Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder thing.
Yeah.
That's just a joke. So people are like, Coach, man, you don't really make a lot of boxing videos. You don't know anything about boxing. I really do. I just, for what reason? Why should I go and make these videos? Because most of the boxing videos now in the boxing community that we make now, they're fantasy matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Like go look at everybody who make videos. We're making a lot of fantasy video matchups. What we should be doing? We should be making a whole lot of post-fight analysis videos. See, that's what we need to be doing, but we don't have anybody that's really fighting to make a bunch of them. Like, you had Jason Sosa and Yuriorkis Gamboa. They fought, did a post-fight video on that. To be honest, wasn't even really excited about that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wasn't. So you telling my energy, I wasn't excited about making that video.
Yeah.
And the Kovalev video, wasn't excited about that. I made it anyway.
Yeah.
But that's the way it is. That's how it's going down. Like we knew Kovalev was going to beat Sabransky.
Oh my God, who
one of
didn't
the
know
white
that?
murderers road victims. We knew
Yeah.
that he was going to beat Sabransky. So yeah, I just made the post-fight video to see. And people, of course, they're not going to come to the video, not like that, because they already knew who was going to win. And people, they want to actually go to a video where the fight was a 50-50, because that creates dialogues in your video comment section. That's what you want.
That's right. That's what you want.
But ain't nothing to talk about. And I'm talking about video views across the whole boxing community. They're going down. They're going down as a whole. Now, you got people like Rummy's Corner, who, his videos, they always do really well. But he's not even doing as many breakdown videos as he used to, because everybody tired of these damn fantasy matchups.
That's all
like
it is.
We imagine these damn things. We write them on paper.
Yeah.
Coach, won't you do a power chart for boxing? Well, I would do it. Hell, if we could get some of the fights.
They won't fight. They won't fight. Coach, I was told in the comment section on one of my boxing videos, it's the same thing with me. I want to make more boxing videos, but the traffic and a peace, Lala's getting out here. Peace. So I think she said peace. Okay, so I was gonna say that the matchups are so hard to make, and the traffic on people don't want to engage and talk about it unless it's something we can be mad about. But if it's just the love for the sport. It's like somebody left a comment and said, I never thought I'd see the day to where in boxing you make fantasy matchups with fighters who are active and in their primes, like we would make a fantasy matchup versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Sugar Ray Leonard. That's how it is now. You got to make a fantasy matchup between Charlo and Triple G. You got to make a fantasy matchup between Keith Thurman and Earl Spence, because these guys are right here. They're all in their prime, but we can't get anybody to fight. And it's just really tough. And I think I love the sport of boxing. It was my first love before the MMA. It always will be. But at the same time, the fighters not willing to fight each other is absolutely killing the sport. I just think it's like a real bad look. Yeah. And I saw that, Coach, the truth. I saw that K Black said that Keith Thurman should just go and be an announcer. I think some other people said that too. But the truth cracked it good. When Truth, I heard you, bro, when you said you're wrong for this, but it's funny. He said Keith Thurman should ride off in the sunset with a flute and a ponytail.
No, give him a damn flute and a magic flying carpet. See if that damn thing works.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that is funny. Yeah, that is funny, Coach. And you know what? I want to ask you about this, Coach. Before I jump off, I know it's women's boxing. So, do you think Cornejo is ducking Clarissa Shields? That's what you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering where they're gonna fight. I know they did the face off. This is women boxing we're talking about now, but I know they did the face to face, and then I kind of now she's starting to say that Clarissa needs to go. And whenever they start saying that people need to go do some accomplishments first, that's a sign that they really don't want that work.
They don't want to fight. Yeah, you know what? Clarissa would beat her on any given day. You know, she's, and I wouldn't even support that fight anyway, because it's a fight being sponsored by Oscar De La Fish and that pantyhose. So I know I wouldn't cover that fight anyway, because until your boy addressed them emails, if he don't you'll never hear me cover another Canelo fight. I will, only thing I'll do is make fun of Oscar. That's the only thing that I will do in life when it comes to Golden Hole Promotions.
I hate that, Coach, because I know you like Canelo, man. I hate that it's that bad, because I know how you feel about Canelo. So, you know, it's like, you know, that's bad, because, you know, I used to really enjoy your Canelo videos. So it's sad that it's gotten to the point that, you know, the emails cause that. So, I mean, I feel you. You got to stick with your convictions.
He better address them during emails. He don't address them emails, and which you know what? It ain't gonna happen. He ain't gonna do it. He too arrogant. He think that black people money don't spend well. So, but that's okay. We're gonna do him like we did the NFL. See, I done boycotted them, the NFL, and when people don't spend money, see, then they feel it. Oh, the NFL feeling it now. But I think all the black boxing fans need to band together. Hey, don't give this man no more of your money until he can actually thoroughly address them emails and have something, you know, like mindful to say about the emails. Like, hey, you know what? It was a misunderstanding. We at Golden Boy, we don't think like that. Everybody, you know, we're equal opportunity. You know, anything to throw the shade off of himself.
Just something.
That's all he got to do.
Just something, man. Yeah, just
De La Hoya got to be difficult.
Yeah, no. I don't think Oscar knows, to be honest, man. I don't think Oscar De La Hoya sometimes knows whether he's coming or going. Because I listen to some of the stuff he's saying. I'm like, man, this dude seems mentally out of it to me right now. But that's a whole other podcast. But that's what I was saying about Coach. What do you want to say about Troll Hunter before we get out of here? I know you had Troll Hunter as the very last thing on there.
Oh yeah, them darn Joanna Jędrzejczyk fans. You know, here go the thing, man, with these guys. You know, it's evident to me that, you know, y'all don't like the content. See, that's the thing. And I know some of y'all listening in the cut. I know y'all are, because because you're not gonna go live. Come on, we've already figured that out. You ain't gonna do that. You guys don't like the content, but you'll leave me a soliloquy on my page, you know, leaving me comments that people don't see unless I allow them. And, you know, sometimes I do it to mess with y'all. I mess with y'all, and I do it because it's fun. I do it because it's fun, because I know y'all mad. I know y'all don't like this. And every time that I can picture you leaving a soliloquy, you made me have feet on it. Because you know why? Because you guys, you're going to respect people's opinion, or else I'm going to deal with you, and I'm going to keep roasting you and making you feel just a little bit uncomfortable. You know how some of these trolls, Eric, they come in, they call women bees and hoes and all this stuff, and they think that's appropriate. Hey, have you noticed on my channel? The women on my channel, they don't get called that anymore, because I control the comments. I control them all, you bunch of punks. I control everything. And Eric, whether they like it, they better fall back.
They better fall back,
because I got this. And then to all you trolls, you got like almost 5,000 subs, but look at the video views. Well, you know, all of my subs ain't women's MMA subs. All the people here, I got boxing, women's MMA, I got health and fitness, I got track and field.
Mm-hmm.
So My channel's multidimensional. But my question to these guys, Eric,
what
is where are their videos? Where are these guys' videos, Eric? They ain't making no videos. You know why they not making a video, Eric? Because they too stupid to make a video. And Eric, they not smart enough to not watch my videos. They just too stupid. They're too stupid not to watch, Eric. It's almost like they come here. Why? Okay, why come to this channel? It's other channels than Coach Shelton Harrison. It's other channels.
They love you, Coach.
They can go facilitate. But they want to leave a comment because they feel relevant. But see, let me tell you something, though. And I want you trolls to understand this, okay? I'm undefeated when it comes to y'all. I want y'all to know. So don't think just because you sit behind a keyboard that you can't be found out. Trust me. Every last one of y'all that come on here with threatening comments, I done found out where you at. Now, it ain't me saying I'm going to come there. No. I don't do that. I'm not looking for none of y'all. Because we got George Zimmerman still out there. So I'm not looking for none of y'all, okay? I'm not looking for any of y'all. But I tell you this, okay? Now, if you want to threaten people, talk bad about the guests that I have on, that's fine. Just know that I'm making a dossier on you. And I already got somebody that monitored my page that's in the cybercrime division. Okay? See, I got a monitor. And where you at, we find you. So go ahead and leave a threatening comment like somebody left earlier today. And then I'm going to laugh at you. So the troll hunter is here. Out of fact, I need to start soliciting. I need to start soliciting my services, Eric.
You might need to start
figure out who's behind that keyboard. I might need to do it. I might need to solicit people and actually say, listen, do you got somebody that's aggravating you online? I can find out who they are. And just like the last guy 2 weeks ago. Yeah, you thought that was funny, didn't you? But see, how did this guy like it, Eric, when I took a photograph of his front porch and I sent that to him? He didn't like that too much. No, he got upset. Where did you get that from? I said, don't worry about it. I said, don't worry about how I got it. I said, this your front porch, isn't it? What are you stalking me? You see, people don't like it when the shoe's on the other foot, do they, Eric?
Yeah, and Coach, let me say this because this is really key, and I want to extend an invitation right here. And Coach, that's why me and Coach work together, because I'm always trying to be fair. And Coach will keep it real and he'll tell it. But I want to say this like this. I want to extend the invitation to anybody. If you're being categorized as a troll, that means you're probably acting like a troll. Don't be mad at me, but you just need to stop acting like a troll. But if you're being categorized as a troll and you really have something that you disagree with Coach about, Coach, I just don't know if they've heard the invitation from us in a long time. You can come right here and you can debate Coach right in front of everybody. Coach, is that invitation still open?
That stayed open 24/7.
Okay, so that invitation is still open.
On the Coach today. Come jump on the Coach.
You can come right in here and you can debate the Coach. Your man, Amazing Eric, is always trying to keep things as nice as possible. I will keep Coach from just slaughtering you. I'll try to make it fair, but come through and make your point to the Coach and speak this way. Also, this is just a question for everybody who doesn't like channels. I got a new channel, but as it grows, I'm starting to get this in the comment section too. I'm sure my man K Black, Jay Smooth, everybody can attest to you. You guys understand this. If you are going to comment on one of our videos, and this is me asking you very nicely, if you are going to comment on one of our videos, please listen to more than the first 35 seconds or read the title, because what you are saying, we might have actually said in the video, and you make yourself look really stupid in the comment section when you say something like if Coach makes a video and he says, I think that Keith Thurman is ducking Earl Spence. But then in the video, Coach says 2 minutes into the video, he says, but I do give Keith Thurman props for the Marcos Maidana fight. If you come into the comment section and you say, Coach, you're biased, you didn't give him props for the Marcos Maidana fight, that makes you look silly. Makes you look silly. So at least take the time to listen to the video before you make a comment on it. That's all I got to say. Go ahead, Coach.
And Eric, I got a question, man, to my girl Selma just walked into the she didn't walk in, but she entered the room.
What's up, Selma?
Hey, Selma. Let me ask, is it okay if I share a situation that you told me about when it came to an internet troll? Because I want to tell you, how serious, and I'll share one that, that happened to me, because me and her had a similar experience. But I'll tell you what happened to me. This was back in last year, 2016. And, somebody, and Selma, I think you know the story. Somebody called themselves getting mad at me. They have been threatening me for about 2 years. And this before I got my buddy to, you know, like monitor my channel. They've been threatening me for over 2 years. And the person decided to, you know, show up at my gym. And I knew that's who it was. So, you know, when a person gets serious enough to actually visit you from offline, see, that's where the troll hunter was born. I was born on that day because the person decided to see me. And I'm not going to say anything, Eric, to incriminate my own self, but
don't do that. Yeah, let's keep that in house.
I can tell you this, okay? That person, when I closed the door and shut the lights off, trust me, that person had a different understanding of between video reality and video, you know, and video non-reality. Oh, they got the real deal. They got it. Because when the lights closed and I locked the door, that's all she wrote. So see, you know, when people get serious enough to want to visit you from offline, see, that's taking it to a whole nother psychotic level. Now, me, I don't really care much about that because see, I got Coach Junior, I got Robin Hood, I got all these different tools because, you know, let's just face it, okay? Yeah, you know, people, hey, Coach, man, I'm going to come down. I want to fight you. Yeah, sure. Yeah, come on, meet me at 5 o'clock. You can come. But I guarantee you're going to walk into a situation. Oh, it's not going to be a fight. No, it's going to be Armageddon. You're going to walk in. And people got to understand these things when you put yourself at a disadvantage when you stalk people online because you might just mess up and get the wrong one. You might mess up. And when you do, is your livelihood worth all that? Is your family? Is all of that worth you know, leaving threatening comments? And then Selma said I can share the story, but she told me that, you know, it was a guy stalking her for years. And, you know, the guy showed up to where she was at.
Oh, wow.
And Selma stabbed him in the eye with a pencil.
Oh, my goodness.
But he showed up. I mean, but see, that take a lot of kahunas, Eric, to show up because you disagree with an opinion. And, you know, the guy that came to me, I looked at him and I said, you idiot. I said, so you came here to threaten me because you disagree with an opinion that I put on a video, and I noticed you. Like, I mean, do you see how stupid this is? I said, do you love your family? Because I was like, I don't think you love your family. If you, this is the behavior that you present. But I'm telling you, people are less tolerant of people online nowadays, and people are actually getting police involved with these online threats. Like they did, Eric. They did it was a thing. I saw a YouTube thing where they were tracking down people who were leaving internet threats to people, and they were actually going and taking these people and talking to them downtown.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, they were getting them. So people don't understand. Like just because you have no picture, no name, it's totally stupid because you can be found. Every time you type a comment, every time we upload a video, it gives off an address. And people don't understand the technicalities behind the internet. You're not hidden. You're not safe. Every time you log on, somebody knows where you at. Somebody. That's why I be like, man. And I wonder, you know, one dude, I ain't gonna say his name, but one dude, you know, I sent him a picture of his whole family. And I said, God, dog. I said, man, you using the N-word and you threatening me, you gonna kill me over this opinion. I said, boy, you know, if I actually sent these comments to the police, because we got you. I said, isn't that you and your wife? I said, well, you got a daughter? Man, never heard from that dude again. Gone. Disappeared.
Yeah, and see, this is the thing, Coach. But the first thing I want to say, if you are hearing this under the sound of my voice and you are thinking about stalking Selma, let me say this first. If you are thinking about stalking Selma, you better get a football helmet with one of those hard plastic visors over the face mask part because you will get stabbed in the eye. Props to you, Selma. If somebody roll up on me like that, hey, you did what you had to do. So the second thing I was going to say is, as we talk about this, you know, as we try to close this here, but I hate to say it sounds so simple, but I'd hate to say it's like a call for peace. Like, Coach, one thing I know about you, Coach, you know, I've gotten a chance to know you now, brother. And coaches, when we giving opinions, I say this for K Black, for the truth, for everybody, for J Smooth, when we're out here and we're just giving opinions on sports, we're actually just trying to bring entertainment to you. You know, we're actually just, and this stuff is not, it takes time during our day. You have to set aside family time and stuff. You have to push other stuff aside to come try to bring entertainment to you. Now, if you don't agree with that point of view, at the end of the day, Coach is not uploading videos to make people mad. He's actually uploading videos for entertainment. So it's like, I just want to say everybody needs to stop taking this stuff so freaking serious. Like you said, Coach, a guy gets so mad at you over your opinion on a fighter that he wants to threaten to take your life. You know, somebody gets so into what Selma said, they want to show up. This guy shows up at your gym. Let's just all come out, and like I always say on my channel, it's just sports, baby. Let's just enjoy and disagree on sports. All this crazy stalking people stuff, y'all need to go on somewhere with that. Everybody, that's lame to me.
Because somebody's gonna kill you.
It's just crazy. Fall back. Let's just not take it that serious, man. And at the end of the day, coach, I know you crack a lot of jokes and stuff, man, but I know you're a good dude with a good heart, and you don't make video. You're just poking fun at people, man. You're not making videos to try to really start up any personal beef with people. You're just making entertaining videos. That's all you're trying to do. So
yeah, man. Just keeping people laughing and being real with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like K Black just said, we take time out of our day to do this. It's actually people trying to bring entertainment. It's like all you gotta do is get on YouTube. It's like you have a ESPN channel with no monthly fee to it. You see what I'm saying? Like you're not even paying for it on the cable bill. So these guys are coming through, and we're all just trying to bring entertainment. So if you don't like it, here's the thing that we always say: if you don't like it, just go to the next channel. If I'm sitting up and I'm watching TV and I don't like the movie, if I'm watching HBO and I'm like, I don't like this movie, I'm not gonna watch that movie for 2 hours. I'm going to click and go to another channel. So like Coach says all the time, I know you say this a lot, Coach, if they don't like what you do or like your brand of comedy or humor, you know, go somewhere else. So, you know, hopefully we can do it like that. You got anything else, Coach?
I'm gonna give you, you know, if you trolls want to do something, y'all start flooding up the internet about this net neutrality going away. I mean, y'all do that because you know net neutrality that's going to affect your ability to troll people. I'm just telling you now, if they do away with that, your trolling days may come to an end. Okay, because the internet not going to be like it is.
Yeah,
like you may get to a channel, and if you don't have service with Comcast, and let's say if YouTube in with Comcast, and guess what? Then you go to YouTube with somebody else. All your videos will be slow as dirt, so you won't even get videos.
Oh wow!
So you better y'all go troll them people. Go troll Agent Pie, the guy with that big old Reese's Pieces cough mug that's trying to do away with net neutrality. Troll his butt.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people that you need to troll. That's somebody y'all need to be trolling right there.
And I don't think people understand that net neutrality thing, Coach. You probably should drop a video on that, Coach, and like break down to people what can really happen, with that. I think that's something you need to break down for the people.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So that's all good. So anyway, on that boxing tip, if you guys have any other boxing questions you want to throw out of here before we close, and we had finished on that. As far as the Thurman thing, Coach, I'm personally starting to think every day that we're never going to see Earl Spence versus Sean Porter or Keith Thurman. I don't even necessarily know if we're going to see him against Danny Garcia. I'm thinking that maybe they just want Earl Spence to move up in weight. And I personally think Earl Spence might get Terrence Crawford, but for Earl Spence to make the money that, and get to where he wants, he's probably going to have to move. He's probably going to have to just, go up to another weight class. That's what I think, because these guys at 147 just don't want to see him.
No, they don't, man. They don't. Yeah. And that's just how it is, y'all. But folks, on behalf of E-Mays and Eric Sports, guys, it is time. We're going to close out of here. Selma, Jimmy J. Smooth, K Black, my homegirl Alicia Miller. You didn't stay for long, Alicia. You didn't stay for long. I'm going to get you for that.
Get her.
Lala, K Black, Destabilize America, The Truth out in the UK.
Yes, right.
All y'all names.
MMA Grinder came through.
MMA Grinder, George Page.
George was in. Michael Myers' sis. Michael Myers' sis was in the house.
My Brazilian sister.
Yeah, she was in there. It was quite a few people. We had a lot of love today. Great one today. We had a lot of people come through today.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for being in the chat. And we out.
All right. Peace out, peeps.
Peace.